Good morning, Kim. Good morning, everyone. If I didn't see anybody's name, please forgive me, but good morning and thank you for joining. So, like I said, when I was at work yesterday, because I had some time, it wasn't as busy, and I was sitting on the truck, and I was like, Dad, we speak on so many things, but there's one thing that we have not spoke about. And my question today is this. So I'm gonna start with a question, but I do have an opening, and after I complete my opening, I will open up the platform. We can go from there. So my question today is this: when do we stop loving each other and started competing with each other? Let that sink in for a little bit. Could we? And I say that because in all these relationships, in all these relationship topics we talk about, we don't talk about love. We don't talk about loving each other. We just talk about what we're willing to tolerate, what we're willing to do, what we're willing to sacrifice to be with someone. But when do we stop loving each other? Something to think about. We haven't. It's something that we people do not discuss because they're afraid to discuss one of the most important aspects of a relationship or a marriage is love. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to read what I wrote down. I'm going to open up my platform. Mm. So here, did we stop loving each other, or did disappointment, pride, trauma, distrust, and unrealistic expectations make us stop trusting each other enough to love each other? I want to read that again. Did we stop loving each other, or did disappointment, pride, trauma, distrust, and unrealistic expectations make us stop trusting each other enough to love each other? So, with that being said, I'm going to open up some boxes. I would like, if you would like to come up and join, by all means, please request up. Men and women alike. This is an open platform today. Everybody's entitled to their own opinion. And I want to say this. If anybody's coming up, please refrain from using any profanity. If you are using any profanity on my live going forward, I will pack you up immediately. I do not. I refrain from using profanity. If you don't know how to hold the conversation without using profanity, this ain't the place for you. Bottom line. Good morning, Miss V. Welcome in, sister.
Good
Thank
morning.
you. Always the first one to join. This is what I love about my sister. Always up here. Yeah, come get some.
The first thing I'll say, I think all those things you just read play a key factor, because when you've been hurt, disappointed in all the things, it can make you not want to love. But I'm going to start with, do we really know what love is?
Come on.
Do we even know what that should entail? Like, who really taught us that? If you've never seen that for yourself growing up, you don't really understand it. And so therefore you have to form your own thought process about what that is and what it looks like. No one taught me that. It's something I had to learn on my own as I got older and kept going through things and experiences. The song that says, I never knew love like this, that's where I am right now at 59. Because of my husband. So I'm 59 and it took me 59 years to get here. That's where I'll start.
No, I like that. I think a lot of us forgot what love looks like because we got caught up in everything else. We got so infatuated with just being with the person that we forgot what love looks like.
Yeah.
And like you're right, a lot of people don't truly know what love feels because you don't know what it feels like because you never really had it. Because that's not what you were looking for. A lot of people don't even look for love anymore in a relationship. What's up, my brother? Three the hard way. What's going on, brother? Talk to me.
Hey, what's going on? Velvet? Man, you guys saying a lot of deep stuff. Y'all just dove right into it this morning. What was the question again?
So the question is, when do we stop loving each other and started competing with each other?
Oh, man, in my personal opinion, I think, man, we kind of got into just a selfish nature, right? I think a lot of us, like we define love as like what we can get out of somebody, and love is really more of a sacrificial thing, right? Like it's more what can I give to the other person. And I think that we done got so far out of love that we only consider love a thing for like family and relationships. Like, man, we supposed to love everybody, and we done got so far away from that. Like, I don't think us as a culture understands what love really is anymore.
That is very true. Good morning, Hulk. Good morning, Chantel. Welcome in. Good morning, guys.
What's going on, brother?
Thank you for joining this morning. So my question this morning is, when did we stop loving each other and started competing with each other? But I do have a side question. Here's my one of the questions I do want to ask. Does social media change how men and women view each other? That's
Absolutely.
Okay.
I say yes, because we see a lot of things on social media from the person that we normally wouldn't see. It's a whole lot of access, and people think it's access equals options. Mistake number one.
Man, I don't think social media changed how we viewed each other. I think social media changed how we are able to present ourselves to everybody else. I mean, I think social media gives everybody too much room to put on a facade, and like we don't get to know if like what you're saying is actually true. Like we don't know if you actually live in what you are presenting to the world, and that's a scary thing for people that are watching.
Correct.
We live in a world of personas.
Correct. And that's the problem with social media. So it's true. Social media has changed how men and women view each other, because I can be this whole individual on social media, but then when you meet me, I'm a whole nother person. So you're only viewing me based on what you see on social media. So when some women and when some men and women, when we look at each other, like, dag, shorty's smart, she's this, she's that, and she's on social media, but behind closed doors, she could be terrible. She could be miserable, and that man could be lonely. He could be sad. He could be living with his mother. He could be going through anything, going through a depressing phase, but he'll come on social media and be the best thing in the world, and nobody will never know. It to me, social media, yes, it has turned us to a point where women are exposing themselves a lot more. Men are not courting. They're not addressing women correctly. They're only looking at those women that are coming on these things with all their assets showing, superficial ones. And this is what men are trying. This is what men are attracted to now. They're looking at social media chicks. I was just with my brother Stoppin. He said it. It's to the point where we will lose our ever loving mind if we can't find our phone. If we're looking at certain things, we're scrolling apps, and we're like, oh, shorty looks good. Shorty looks good. And what we fail to realize is our phone's algorithm picks up on everything that we keep looking at. So if we're constantly looking at something, it will keep presenting it to us. So if all we're looking at is baddies, then guess what? You're going to continue to see baddies, everything. But just because she looks good doesn't mean that she's good. Just because he looks a certain way doesn't mean that he's that way.
You got a lot of people with a lot of ugly spirits.
Dude, I'd also like to add that, man, everybody doesn't deserve access to everything, right? I think a lot of us would be a lot more happier if we didn't know that certain things existed. But with social media, you get to see too much, and man, comparison is the thief of joy, right? Like I live by a motto of like what I don't know could never hurt me. Not not saying that I would never know it, but like maybe it's not time for me to like to be there yet. But I think just social media gives too many people access to people, places, and things that aren't meant for them yet, and they want everything that they feel that they deserve because somebody else has it right here, right now. But like maybe I haven't put in the work, or I'm not in the position that Velvet's in yet. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying I'm never going to get there, but it's just not my time. But I feel like I deserve it because I see that Velvet has it.
Ooh, that's heavy. Chantel, Black, ladies, y'all got anything you want to share, or y'all just gonna sit up here and not say nothing? Come on now.
You know I'm gonna say something.
But let me rephrase this real quick for everybody that's up on the platform. Please, I'm refraining from using profanity today. This is a non-profanity live going forward. I do not want
Yes, sir.
profanity on my platform, respectfully.
Amen.
Okay.
Good morning,
Good
panel.
morning.
Good morning.
Calling from California early in the morning. Last night, it was a big blow up last night.
No. We're not doing that. That was yesterday. It's a whole new day. We're not bringing that here. Let's
Okay, good.
we're focusing on what's focusing right now.
Okay, so pretty much everything you're saying is right. And these women get up here and it's diabolical what goes on TikTok. It's also funny, because I find it for entertainment purposes only. But I also find it a place where people could come up here and become whoever they want to become instead of becoming their self. Or just being their selves, I should say. So the stuff that I see going on TikTok is ridiculous.
I think it's
All
big.
I'm trying to be is just myself.
I think it's bigger than TikTok. To be honest,
Yeah.
we have
It's bigger than TikTok.
we're at a point. Come on, Chantel, what you want to say, sister? I'm gonna stop. I'll yield to the
No, I mean, I'm 56, and I grew up in the Viacom days when you didn't have all this on the TV or anything. You barely saw people in their bikinis on the advertisement. But now, a person in a bikini on the advertisement is nothing, but to these little boys out here is something. You know what I'm saying? And we show too much, do too much, and expose our kids to too much too early, and they learn too fast from the wrong people, from the wrong culture, from the wrong society. And by the time I realized some kids, working in summer camps with middle school and teenagers, they know way too much. And the fact that they know so much, but the parents and grandparents are not keeping up with the internet and what's going on, are behind. And they don't understand, well, what's a THOT mean? Or what is they don't know the slangs, they don't know the internet, they don't know it. The fact that they don't know how to maneuver the internet, don't know how to maneuver the computer, the kids outgrow them technically. And the kids are so exposed, and it brings a false sense of identity, which rolls over to their relationships. As adult, I feel it makes some young women insecure because they don't meet the facade that they see on the internet. And it's always trying to put themselves in a category, and you're in a category all your own, and you just don't realize it. I just think the internet has just really thrown relationships into a category by itself that does not need to be idolized.
I respect that, which is very true to me. I think that when it comes to social media, it has become a pick and choose. Instead of like I'm picking this woman because she looks a certain type of way, not because I want to get to know her, but because of what I see. And a lot of people are picking based on what they see and what they hear. Oh, she speaks so well, or he speaks so well, or she looks so good. And that's all it is. It's all a facade. It's all a facade. And I feel like, to me, some of the lowest people with the lowest self-esteem are some of those that are just coming up here knowing doggone well that deep down inside they're hurt. And I don't want to deal with somebody that's hurt. And I don't think people should ever want to deal with someone that's already going through something. If you're going through something, you need to find a way to let it go. But the whole point is this: when did we stop? Like, when did it's the thought of me, like, when did we truly stop loving each other? Like, here's one: have men stopped pursuing? This for some of you brothers. I got questions for men and women. For the men up here. Good morning, welcome, men, brothers. Have men stopped pursuing, or have women stopped making men feel wanted? Today's about vulnerability. We're going to talk about it today. Have men stopped pursuing women, or have women stopped making men feel wanted?
Man, I would jump that off answering that, Velvet, because I talk to men and women all the time, and this is just my perspective. I think social media kind of shifted the narrative from when I don't want to say women don't act like women, but like the female mindset has changed, right? I don't know. I think maybe about like 10 to 15 years ago, there was that hot girl summer, right? And everything changed after that, right? I think for the men, I think that men are naturally hunters, right? But a good hunter is going to adapt, right? And I think when the culture shifted, the men's mindset adapted, and a lot of us spent years getting played, getting used, getting abused, and like our hunting, like the way that we hunt changed. It's not that we don't still hunt; it's that we're a little bit smarter with the way that we hunt, right? And like we used to lead with our money because we understood what what provision was to the women, but like what we provided got used and abused. So now we had to change with what we lead with, right? And I think that's just the adaptive nature.
Respect. I respect that. So let's do this. I want to hear. Let's hear from one of the sisters. What's your thoughts on this? And then we'll go back to one of the gentlemen as well.
I think fellas are chasing something fake. And women are trying to be that fake thing for them to chase on internet. You know, people can transform their body or do it AI things. So I think it's different now because I'm still, even though I'm in a relationship, I don't even know what to say, but yeah, everything has changed. It's weird, but men are pursuing something fake, and women are trying to become that fake thing that they want to pursue. So who knows what is real?
It's not even
what's real anymore.
You know what it is? I'm gonna tell you exactly what it is. The reason why men stop pursuing women and women stop making men feel wanted is because they keep talking about how they don't need a man. How can we pursue somebody? How can we pursue you if you keep talking that you don't need us? So exactly. We're not. And then the sad part when you have women say, "Oh, I can't find a real man." There's no real men because we don't need. Because how can I be a real man? How can I show you what a real man is if you keep saying that what you don't need? If you keep telling me that you don't need me, I'm not going to pursue you. So you're already making me not feel unwanted. And then it's hard to find the ones that it's to the point where men don't even want to pursue because we don't even know if women want a man or not. So now we got to sit back on the back burner and be like, does she want a man? Do she not want a man? I don't know, because I'm starting to hear too many, and this is where social media comes in. Well, you have, once again, these two tying each other. You got social media, women on social media telling other women, you don't need a man, and the reason why you don't need a man, the reason why men are no good, this, that, and the third. Then you got us men that want to pursue women, but we don't feel wanted because we're not wanted by the same women that are telling other women that they don't need a man, that they don't need us. Because I got my bag, I got my house, I got all this stuff. I don't need no man to do nothing for me. What can you do for me? So now we're not pursuing you, and then you turn around and say, there's no good men out here. Why can't I find a good man?
I think a lot of women make them available. You know, I think in some instances, it makes it hard for a man because women are freer with their body than they used to be. So it's not, a man doesn't have to hunt as bad as much as he used to be because he can talk a slick game and, you know, he got it, instead of women having standards and making it harder for a man to put a game on. You know, it's easier. They just want to take on that a little attention and then they good. And unfortunately, some women, I believe, are freer with their bodies. Some men don't have to do much.
But I don't believe there's anything such as game. There is no such thing as game. I just say,
well, the old school player word,
Yeah, but to be honest, that was
not being real with it, but in regards to trying to put on his best to impress.
There's nothing that a man can do. I'm being honest, and I'm being very real. There's nothing that a man can do or try to put on to make you want him. It's up to you. The moment that you listen, the moment that the woman looks at a man and she checks him up and down will tell you whether or not you want to deal with him or not. The moment the moment the man opens his mouth and starts speaking certain things, it's what's pleasing to you. See, the funny part is y'all want to call it game, but I call it this. Your women want to be pleased. So if a man is telling you something that's pleasing to your ears, you're going to accept that man. That's not game. You just gamed yourself. Gentlemen, fellas, talk to me.
I mean, let's be honest, bro. We need to put to bed the hunter analogy because we don't understand hunters. When a hunter hunts, there's a particular hunter for a particular type of game. The way I hunt deer is not going to be the way my brother hunts bear. The way you hunt bear is not going to be the way that Top hunts elk. So forth and so on. Like, the fact that women would at large use that analogy, and even some men, you don't know what hunt is. Oh, these men they're not forthright like they used to be. A lot of them changed their hunting mechanism. They learned to become more patient, more stealth, more stoic, more silent. You don't run off the game that you're trying to catch. The fact of the matter is, most don't know how to be simply still and quiet. Not that you're not unattractive or you're less attractive. You're too busy in things that have not produced anything for you. Where am I supposed to find you at? You don't even know where you're going to be at. You don't even know how to be. So the reality of it is, yeah, both have a fault on it, but there's a side that weighs a little bit more heavy than the other. There just is. There's a mindset that switched. I've never in my life heard a man said he didn't want a woman to work this, that, and the third. The thing in the matter is, this is why I appreciate my brothers. This is why I appreciate brothers who are even in alignment with our brotherhood, is that we can all recognize even the lowest common denominator of man wants his woman to be kept. To what degree, we cannot confirm nor deny. But the fact of the matter is this: a lot of women who claim they want to be kept don't want to be kept. They only using the sweet words they hear because somebody else got praised for it.
Interesting. Sheen, stop him. Sheen, no, come on. And I'm gonna go to Brother Stop and Sheen. I haven't heard from them yet.
I was also gonna say, it seems like after the COVID-19, a lot of people found out that they didn't really like their meat. And then a lot of people found out they like being alone. Because it's like everything went down.
On, baby.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, pass it on to Stop.
No, go ahead. She's finished. She can say it. I'm gonna go. Like I said, she can go.
Yeah,
I'm gonna Stop her. Stop her. Sheen, welcome in. Come on, talk to me.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. I actually lost my thought, but
get it back.
I hear some fluff. I hear a lot of fluff. Okay, let's get back to the roots. Okay, y'all know I'm about getting to the root of things. The problem lies in the influencers. The influencers, it goes back even in the 90s, when the enemy put forth some things for you to look at, for you to emulate, and then those things now we begin to idolize. There's a reason why you don't see shows like Cosby on television. You don't see shows like Family matters, even the term. What do you see now? You seeing men trying to portray women. You see women tell, like, we're so full of crap, man, in this daggone culture. We teaching our daughters to be independent black women. What the hell is an independent black woman? What is that? That is one of the worst demonic things you could tell a person to be. Scripture doesn't tell us to be independent. Proverbs 3:5 says, lean not on your own understanding. So how are we, and we're so church people, but we teaching our kids to be independent black women. Our boys, we raising them to just grow up like wild. But then they become the problem, the men that these young ladies are dating now. But we don't see a problem with it. We want to talk about the influences that we listen to on television and watch on television. We hate ourselves so much that we're getting all kinds of body parts done because we lack self-esteem. Majority of us have zero self-esteem, but we're sound confident. You take away somebody's doctorate, somebody's whatever other title they have, who are you as a person? A lot of y'all taking pills for anxiety. This isn't me knocking on mental health. That's not what I'm doing. A lot of us are doing things that we haven't even been diagnosed. A lot of us don't even know the word. We care not for the word. Instead, we blame religion. We'll say, oh, I don't have time for that. You know, we forgot. We don't have roots. We don't stand for nothing. That's why we so trendy. We follow the fashion monkeys. Of course you're not ready for marriage because you're too busy dating. You want a man to date you. You don't want him to court you. Fellas, yeah, that hunt thing, great analogy, Brother D. That hunt nonsense, take that crap out of your vocabulary. Fellas don't know how to court. Y'all make it so easy. They come with a couple $100, $300, $400, $500, $1,000. They take you somewhere to eat. Now all of a sudden, oh girl, he got money. You out here getting flipped and dipped. You collecting all sorts of different souls that you don't even know whose souls you collecting. But we talking about, finding a good man to do what? To be in a committed relationship? What the hell is a committed relationship? Nobody talks about marriage. And the ones that talk about marriage don't even know the purpose for marriage. We're so much more interested in the benefit of marriage in that we don't know what the purpose for marriage is, what it was intended for. Like, what are we doing? Let's go to the roots of things. We love to talk nonsense, but we don't know what the hell we're saying. We don't know what we're saying. We say a lot of foolishness, but we don't know what the hell we're saying. Fellas, oh man, I don't need a woman. Sir, you are not complete. And I say it again, that is biblical. You are not complete without your woman. You are not. Women, that's good. I'm all for y'all making money. I'm all for you in your education. That's awesome. But you know what? A lot of y'all going in sleeping with electrical, what they call it? The stuff that they covered with?
Battery operated boyfriend.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, a lot of y'all doing that. And that is demonic. That's called fornication. That's not what you were intended for. That wasn't God's purpose for you. Fellas, y'all be up in them script clubs. Y'all be all up in them script clubs, paying this, streetwalkers, going down to Colombia. I see y'all. I've been traveling for decades. I've been over 40 countries. I see what y'all do. When are we going to love ourselves? When are we going to develop self-esteem? When are we going to do any of that? if you're broken, you can't expect to go to somebody else who's broken. You're gonna have problems. All right, I'm gonna shut up.
You know what? No, I love what you said, Stop it. You said something that kind of resonated with me when it came to children. Like when we raising young boys and young girls, like when mothers are raising daughters and fathers are raising sons, the one thing that we're missing out is we always tell the son how we need to treat a woman, and the woman always tells the daughter how a man needs to treat her. But we don't teach our children how to love a woman. We don't teach our sons what it is to truly love the woman that you're with. You're never teaching your daughter how to accept love and what love looks like and how to receive love. See, this is the reason why they said that they don't know what love looks like and don't know what it's taught, because their parents don't know what it looks like. Because some of these parents do not know what it looks like. So that's the reason why they go out and teach their children certain things. That's it. You know, a man's supposed to be like this, and this is how you're supposed to treat a woman. This is how you're supposed to treat a woman. Treating a woman and loving a woman is two different things. I can treat her any type of way, but loving her is one of the most important things. And for a woman to be able to see love and know what love looks like, because if you think about it like this, if you start really truly loving someone, why would you really want to walk away from them?
Absolutely. And once you understand the definition of love, you move differently. Love is not self-seeking. It's not boast. You know what I'm saying? If I love you, there are things I'm not keeping record of anything. If I love you, I want to make things right for you, right? It's not about me, because love is not self-seeking. And most importantly, God is love and love is God. Until we know that, we're going to be in lust. You know what I'm saying? And we're not teaching people, we're not teaching each other like, hey man, you know what? I love you. For us, it's a lot of taboo. You say, I love you. Man, what does that mean? No. We're not talking about the lust. We're not talking about the infatuation. We're not talking about the foolishness of the world. Let's put aside the filth, man. Let's put aside the okie doke. You know, like when I tell D and I tell Velvet and I tell Donovan I love you, I mean it. I love them.
For real. Cause don't play with me, because I come and snatch you up. Don't play with my love.
When these jokers call me, sometimes I'm like, man, I don't want to deal with it. Guess what? It ain't about me. They call, I got to answer. Because it may be a question they have that God will work through me as the vessel.
It's a different.
You know, it's patient. Yeah, love is patient. It's kind. A lot of us
also has to be taught too.
Say what, brother?
I said, I'm going to cut you off, but I also felt like love has to be taught, because not everyone was brought up on love.
Correct.
You know, because
love. You teach love. You teach love from the Word of God, because that is our sword. And then we demonstrate it. You can demonstrate love, but teach it from the Word of God.
Right, because you can put two babies who've never been around each other, and they will show each other love. Two babies who've never been taught.
D, check your text. Check your text. But I get what you're saying. And hold on, let me do this. I want to go. Come on, Sheen. I want to hear what you had to say, brother. I'm sorry. I know you've been waiting patiently, and I appreciate it.
Nah, a lot of stuff I was saying took the words right out of my mouth. But I will say, going back to what you're saying earlier, as far as like social media, I really feel like we live in a society where people live behind this mask of social media, portraying to be something that they're really not, right? When this person they are in reality. Like a lot of us live behind social media, pretend to be something that we're really not. If that makes sense.
That makes all the sense in the world. Of course, there's a lot of fraudulent behavior that is going on.
It's too much prideful behavior. We're at a point right now where, like I said before, people are in relationships and don't even tell each other that they love them. That to me. I want a woman that's going to love me. I don't want somebody that's going to deal with me. I want somebody that's going to love. Do you love me? And then they'd be like, well, love you? What you mean? If to the point where, here's the thing. If you have to question the person that you are with to ask them, do you love me? That's a problem. Good morning, Anonymous. Welcome in. That's a problem. You should, if you love someone, and I'm talking about us men. If for me loving my wife, I tell her, baby, I love you. And I don't love for what you do. I love you, period. And these are things that should come natural. It should come natural. I love you just for, and there's no particular reason why I love you. I just love you, period. There's nothing that you did. There's nothing that I have done. I just feel right now, I just feel the need to tell you, hey, I woke up this morning, you know, baby, I love you. I'm at work, I'm thinking about you. Babe, I just want to call you, tell you I love you. Those little things, those little words, that little bit can go a long way. Because guess what? She could be having a bad day, or she could be going through something. And you just happen to just pick up the phone and just call her because you felt like, you know, I just need to call my wife. I need to call my woman. Pick up the phone. Hey, listen, what you doing? No, I just want to call you, tell you I love you. Huh? What did you do? I didn't do nothing. I was just thinking about you. That's what I did. And I felt you. And see, the beauty of it is when you have a connection, a true connection with the person that you're with, you can feel when something may be going wrong just a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. And you'd be like, yo, I need to call her. And sometimes women, when your man is calling you and telling you that you love you, receive that. Receive that. Because this is where I'm coming back again. Some of y'all don't know what love looks like and don't know what it feels like, so you question what love is. Why is this man telling me that he loves me? Because it's something that you're not used to. So let me wake you up to something. Let me put something new into you. Let me feed you. See, that's a man speaking into you, not speaking to you. And this is what I'm saying. We got a lot of men that want to speak into some of y'all women, but you're not making yourselves available for the men to speak into. But these are the same men that you want to be with. These are the same men that you had all the expectations and all these other things, all the distractions and all this other stuff. But the one thing that this man want to do is love you, and you don't even know what it feels like to allow a man to love you. Because you don't know what it feels like. Come on, Miss V.
I want to go back to something you said earlier about women letting men know that we want and need them. I was getting my hair done last night and was speaking to a young lady whose husband had a baby on her. They're married. And I was on the phone talking to my husband for a brief moment. And when I got off the phone, she said, wow, you speak to him so softly. Excuse me. And she said, I've lost that for my husband because she's so wrapped up into the hurt and pain of him having the child on her. And so I just she said, how do you do that? She said, I've lost that and I don't know what to do. And so I just gave her a few tips on things that I do. I pour into my husband daily in some kind of way. And so I gave her just some simple things that she can do just to get that back. She wants to get back, not necessarily where they were, but finding herself outside of the hurt and pain. So I just wanted to mention that because it doesn't take a whole lot. It really doesn't. I think we've lost the art of just being simple, and simplicity goes a long way.
Oh, you might want to say that again, because no, I'm serious. You might want to beat that again.
Simplicity goes a long way. Things are simple. My husband kisses me on the forehead every day he comes home from work, and it's the most meaningful thing he could ever give me. Like, really.
It's the small things. That's what I'm saying. It's the most smallest things. But we have become a society where we need all this big stuff to validate us, and then we want to call it love. Oh, he only loves me if he does this. She only loves me if she does that. You see what I'm saying? It's like it's coming with a cost. Love shouldn't have lost. Love don't cost a thing, but we put a price tag on it. That's where the problem began. We put a price tag on love. Now all of a sudden everything's become expensive. Now I got to pay for your love. You're not giving it to me no more. It should be here. Come on, do the math. We are paying for love. We are paying for everything. She only loves me. She only loves me if I do X, Y, and Z. He only loves me if I do X, Y, and Z. Is that not a transaction? So basically, love has become transactional. Let's put it like that. It's not even. It's like we don't even qualify at this point to be in love with each other. Clock it. But it's the truth. Let's call it spade a spade. Do we truly love somebody just because of who they are? No. It has to come with something. Think about it. Ask some of these women in some of these relationships and ask some of these men, yo, why you love your woman, man? You know why I love her, man? Because she do X, Y, and Z. Why you didn't say I love her because I just love her? You disagree, Empress? Please come up. There's an open box. You're allowed to come up, Empress Dread, if you disagree.
I want to hear this.
I love people that disagree. Please, by all means, we have an all open panel here. Prove me wrong. That's what I'm saying. Prove me wrong. Show me. Let me know. Let me know if there's no such thing as transactional love. Because love.
Again, we gotta understand what we're dealing with. We're not dealing with the times of old where people had identity. We're not dealing with the times of old where comprehension was at the forefront of a lot of things. We're dealing with a whole generation. And understand, if you're a part of this generation, we're dealing with a generation that are seeking emotional validation, no matter where it comes from, good, bad, and different. The dopamine hit that they love comes from anything that they could feel. They don't want what is. If it just is, they can't feel it. Like they can want a big old mansion, bro. And you can give them that mansion. But if that mansion don't feel like a mansion, it ain't a mansion. And by the measurements and the metrics there is to be qualified as a mansion, they would deny it because they don't feel it. That's the most asinine rhetoric there is. And it gets played out. Well, I sent you an invite and you didn't accept it. So
now we'll get her up. Don't go nowhere. So here it is. First of all, good morning, Joyce. What's up, 62? Welcome in. So here's another one, right? Have women stopped trusting men, or have men stopped giving women reasons to trust them? Ooh.
I believe it's both.
Who said that? You can't say that and then go on a phone call. Okay, say that again. So my question: Have women stopped trusting men, or have men stopped giving women reasons to trust them? And you said you think it's both. Explain. Joyce, you with us? Okay, pack her up. We get somebody else.
Yeah. Reset.
Yeah, we'll bring you back. Let's get the young lady up. There we go. Uh-oh. Dun. What's up, Empress? Welcome in. So, you want to go back to the other question I started, or you want to go back to what we just talking about, or you want to answer this question? It's up to you.
You said love is transactional. That's the part I came in on.
Okay, yeah.
So I apologize if I didn't get the
No. You good. You good. I want to hear your thoughts on love. The reason why I said love is transactional.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. First of all, to today's time, with the gentleman that was talking, I do agree that today that everything is the way it is. But I believe, and I'm always say it always starts from the home. What is it, 10 years ago, 15 years ago? It wasn't like this. So, or 20, I'll say 20. We'll say 20. 20 years ago, it wasn't like this. And then we have a lot of just a mom bringing up the kids or just a dad bringing up the kids. So there was no love shown in the home. How you see both parents in the home loving on each other, kissing on each other, sneaking away. They don't see that. So how are they being taught how to love if you're not there, mom or dad, or even grandma or grandpa, there to teach how to love? So yes, it shows that it's transactional if we're not showing what love is. Definition of love is being with each other, understanding one another, and loving on one another.
But how can
all we see what's on TV, and it's not. It's what's in the home first. Everything starts from the home.
Correct. So let me break this down. The reason why I say what I say, why I say love is transactional, has always been transactional. But the simple fact is this: what you're saying, I can agree with, right? But if you have to look at it, and the whole spectrum is this: we were never teaching our children as men. We never taught our sons how to love a woman. What it pertains to love a woman. We're teaching. We were teaching. Men were taught how to protect, how to provide. That was our job. Provision, protection. That was it. It had nothing to do with, listen, you need to love a woman like this, unconditional. We were never taught that. Women were never taught a man is supposed to, he's supposed to provide for you, supposed to protect you, supposed to do all these things, but you rarely heard mothers say a man is supposed to love you. We were never taught to love, honor, and obey. To submit. We didn't even know what submitting means. And people still don't know what being submissive is. They take a submissive as if I'm not nobody's slave. I ain't gonna be doing what they say. Wrong. We're at it, and here it is. It has been taught from then, and it's still going on right now. Where you got young men, young women growing up, and now they're like, in order for me to love you, I have to get something from you. It has become transactional. Everything is a transaction. Love has become transactional. There is no more pure love going on right now. There was no one just saying, I love her because of who she is. I love her because X, Y, and Z. I love her because of what she's doing for me, which makes me love her. Negative, Batman. That's not how it works. That's not how it goes. When people start truly admitting the reason why you love somebody and just can't really say, why do you love that man? They start talking about things that he do for them. That's not love.
Look at this. Wait till you see this.
Why do you love that woman? I love her because that's not love. You got to love the person for who they are, not for what they do. And this is where we're lost. This is where we are lost.
You see, the comment says the only ones complaining are broke me.
Listen, first of all, let me. I love that. You know what the problem is, though? I love that somebody said that. The only person that's complaining is broke men, because here's the funny part. The funny part is this. Those are the same type of people who will never receive love, nor know what love looks like. And they're hurting right now because they truly want to be loved, but they can't. So, yes. I'm glad that people say that. I love it, because the thing is this. Those are lost souls, bro. They lost. Real talk. All they see is investments, because they think that their body is an investment, because all you're doing is selling yourself cheap. You are selling yourself cheap because you're worthless. You're not worthy of love. You're not worthy of a real man's love. So you think because if a man does this and a man does that and a man does this, I don't got my red hat on and I'm trying not to choose violence.
So here's the thing with that comment that Red was there made, and this happens all the time. There have been men that come grace this panel, my panel, Stopper's panel, Donovan's panel. You couldn't fathom that you was in the presence of somebody with that much money.
Don't even know. But
you couldn't tell.
Exactly. I agree.
So the fact that when you hear those men speak, and you're making it a financial thing, the only thing that's broke is your mouth and your eyes and your ears and your ability to be in the room.
But they lonely. That's what it is.
In a bed that is cold every single night.
Frigid.
It's not even that their bed is cold. It's that they're just lonely. And here's the thing. They are selling themselves, because when you're just laying up with a whole bunch of different men, and basically, let me rephrase this. You're not even worthy of a man wanting you. You're not even worthy of a man truly trying to love you. You're worthless because of the simple fact is this. No man is looking at you worth loving. You're only good to lay on your backside. And then to turn around and try to say men are broke. The broke person is the person that said that the person is broke. So who's more broken, me or you? I'll wait. Last I checked, I got a whole wife upstairs, happily married. Where's your husband? Ooh, what's his name? Duracell? Energizer? We really want to play this game right now? Do I need to go get my red hat right now, bro? I'm trying to stay positive.
Listen, I started to grab mine.
Like, don't come for me
early, because that's the hat you're supposed to wear Friday. But I mean,
like,
stop and get your brother, man. Get your brother, stop him.
You can't come into a live because you don't know, because you don't want to know what love feels like, and you're upset that you got black men, which is the crazy part about it, is talking about love, because people just want to hear all the nonsense and all the violence, but no. At the same token, this is the reason why us men and women, black people, don't know what love looks like, and we can't even have compassion for one another because of the simple fact there's always one bitter person, one bad apple. But you know what you do with that bad apple? You cut it open and you take the seeds and you replant it. That's what you do. You don't throw it away. You just cut the apple open, take the seeds out, replant them again. That's all it is. Look at God.
Okay, God.
I ain't gonna lie, Velvet. I just feel like a lot of us, like, we lack discipline when it comes to love.
Come on,
right?
brother.
Because we make time for what's important to us, right? And we really love somebody, make time out of your day to go out your way to make sure, hey, let me check my brother Velvet, see, all right, you know what I'm saying? That requires discipline, right? And I feel like a lot of us not receiving the love that we want or we need is because we lack discipline.
I agree. Especially after COVID, we was isolated for so long.
And I'm glad
It just destroyed us.
Like,
even
we
more.
get with someone, right, and we get comfortable, right? We go through this whole honeymoon stage, but after that whole honeymoon stage, you know what I'm saying, we get comfortable, right? And all of a sudden, it's like, dang, that person don't love me, you know, like they did before. Why? Because not so much we stop caring, but we lack discipline. After that honeymoon stage, right, we start doing us. We start showing our real colors. We start showing who we really are. That's why I feel like a lot of us, we lack discipline on choosing people that we really love.
But here's the thing, right?
Lack of discipline, or is it the fact of exposure of things that you didn't want to take account of? Because it's still the lack of, I don't want to be responsible for X, Y, and Z. You know, you like this man because he works 60, 80 hours a week, and you have the house, and when you go out with him, it's because he clearly fits the bill. Because why? He's working those 60 to 80 hours a week. But when that man is home for 40 hours a week, you have more exposure to him than you didn't have before. So the question is, did you ever like the person, or did you just like the means that that person could provide?
So,
and everything with COVID, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, COVID was a beautiful thing. I wish it would happen again without the disease, because the whole thing of what it was, I saw a lot of people for who they were. Want to know how the first thing I knew we was in a world full of idiots? When y'all ran to the store to go get toilet paper and water. Okay.
Listen, foolishness. So, to my brother 62, what's up, big brother? I got something for you. I got something for you. Are men and women protecting themselves so much that nobody feels safe enough to be vulnerable anymore?
Are they protecting themselves, or are they in fear of themselves?
That's what I want to know. Are men and women protecting themselves so much that nobody feels safe enough to be vulnerable anymore?
Because they're in fear of themselves. Because you don't really know who you are until you get with somebody. We believe we're a good person. We believe we're all these things about ourselves, but we're not tested on ourselves. You are tested on your patience, your discipline, and your restraint when you get with somebody else. And as human beings, we usually fail that test. Because the pressure builds up, especially those who have been imposters. Because a lot of times, you know, it said men were raised to do, women were raised to receive. That's what it was. But you have to learn to we have to unlearn what we were taught so we can get love. Love was love was a dirty word because you never heard it. You had to learn it. And love is a learning of various emotions. And when you learn those various emotions of the other person, that's what love is. Because you got to learn that person. The ups and downs, ends up. Some days you may not like the person, but still be in love that day. They may say, "Oh, you got under my skin," but I still learning that emotion. You still stay. It takes work. Do you want to work at something, or do you want a self-made product? You know, and today's people, you know, it's like they're taking swimming lessons from a person who's drowning.
Okay, OG.
Wait, say that again, sir.
That was
Say
the
that again,
fact.
sir.
That's what happens. They're taking swimming lessons from a person who's drowning.
Hmm.
And I wonder why it ain't going nowhere.
That part. Talk about it.
Why can't I breathe?
Talk about it. Well, listen, let's introduce the new ones. We got Good Morning Glow and welcome back, Joyce. Ladies, what are your thoughts?
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
What are your thoughts? Are men and women protecting themselves so much that nobody feels safe enough to be vulnerable anymore?
I believe they put up their guards because the situation we have going on in this world today, black women against black men, and when they put up their guard, they're not allowing anything to get through. They just want quick satisfaction. I'm not saying that wrong. But it's always a quick fix, and it's not a quick fix. When you show love, you have to be vulnerable to get love and receive it and then give it back out. That's my point.
I'll take that. Thank you. Glow, you want anything you want to share?
Yeah, I agree as well. I think it like the guy was just talking. He an OG, a little bit older. You know, you can tell the wisdom and a lot of that comes with it. But I feel like today's dating scene. A lot of times they talk about red flags. It's like, who needs 3 or 4? Like, I get 1, and that's enough for me. So I'm not for sure if it's really decide if you're going to show your vulnerability, but at the same time, who wants to waste any time? Time is my most valuable thing I have. Like, especially at my age, like, there's too many people dropping up out of here. Like, the last thing I want to do is be unhappy with anybody for any amount of time. So it's like they said all the time, a person that's been single for a long time, it's hard for them to get in a relationship because you've been single for so long. Like, who wants to disrupt that peace, or, you know what I'm saying? But like he said, it's a lot of work. It is a lot of work, and a lot of people, I was about to say men, but I don't like stereotyping that, but a lot of people really not ready for what it's going to take to do that. So you get into it with people that really wasn't ready. So
You can definitely say men, but I would counter your words about people being alone and in peace. I would question that wholeheartedly, because there's a lot of people out here who are word jacking for the sake of discussion to fit in and not what it is. And the truth of the matter is, a lot of you single people are not in peace. You don't do nothing tranquil. You don't do nothing peaceful. You don't meditate. You don't isolate. You just single. You deserve to be single. You are a detriment to society. Your involvement with anybody is a red flag. You can tell by the discussions that you have and the way you position yourself.
I want to say something when it comes to this whole protecting themselves and not feeling vulnerable. First of all, love makes you vulnerable. So if you really love somebody, you're willing to be vulnerable with that person. Why am I protecting myself from someone that I call myself my woman or my man? What am I protecting myself from? And why am I protecting myself from somebody like that? So if that's the case, why am I with them? I shouldn't. At the end of the day, me choosing to be with a woman is me being vulnerable enough to let my guard down, to accept her for who she is and allowing her to accept me for who I am. There's no need for me to protect myself if I'm choosing to be with you. It's like saying I chose to marry my wife, but I'm still protecting who I am. I got to protect myself from her because I don't know what she's going to do to me. But that's the part of being vulnerable. Because if I love you enough, I'm allowing you to do this certain thing that you're going to do that, guess what? This will tell me how strong I am as a man and how strong you are as a woman. This is the reason why people truly need to get to stop go back to courting. We need to go back to courting one another. A man needs to start going back to courting women, and the women need to allow the man to court her. So that way we can get to know each other better and build a better foundation with one another instead of just going out dating and then turning around, this is my man, this is my woman, and boom, you get married, and now you're still protecting yourself from someone that you claim that you love. Wrong. You can't do that. Then you're doing something wrong. Then you're in a relationship that you shouldn't be in. If that's the case, be in a relationship with yourself, because the only person that you can love is you, and the only person that you got to protect is yourself. And guess who you could be vulnerable with? Be vulnerable with yourself. You can talk in the mirror. You can talk to yourself. There's nobody there that can do anything else to you but you.
Wow, my break. We got 160.
So agree. So agree.
My break. Go ahead, brother.
We got 160 people in here. Let's get 40 more shares, please. We just need 20 people to go ahead, hit that little button down to the bottom right, hit repost, or and hit add the story. That'd be 2 shares real quick.
How do you do?
So I do want to try something different today. So for everybody for those that are in the comments this morning, I want to ask y'all just to do me a favor. So if you can tap on, for those that are here, this is just a one-time thing. I'm just asking you to do this for me, respectfully. On each and everybody's here, the people that's on the platform, go to their profile. If you look at their profile, on the top right corner, there's a little red heart. There's a little heart. I need you to tap that heart. That's the heartbeat of this live. So you can go to each and every person here that's up on the platform right now. You can go to their profile, and if you go to their profile, you're going to see a little heart on the right corner. Just tap that heart. Tap that heart for me. I appreciate that. All right. And then for those that are here, if you want to tap the screen, repost, and share the live out. Let's get it. Because that will move us to a whole nother algorithm. If everybody's tapping on everybody's profile up, that's if people are in the comments, if you tap on everybody's profile that's up here and just tap that little heart in the corner, that'll move us to a whole nother algorithm. And I say us, like all of us, not just me, all of us that are here. All right, let's continue.
Stop her. Is he frozen?
No.
See him?
Somebody got some background noise though. But back to what I was saying though. I mean, it's the truth, bro. Like we gotta. This is the point where we have to change our mindset. We truly have to start changing our mindset in the way that we truly see things and how we move. Because we can't keep saying all this stuff. How I'm living like this. I'm trying this. I'm doing that. But where once again is that love? How many people actually tell their person that they love them? I believe there's a lot of relationships right now. There are a lot of relationships right now where people are has been in relationships for so long that they don't even tell the person that they love them. Well, you to me, you can't you tell I love you? No. Sometimes you got to show it. Sometimes the person may not feel the love that you claim that you have for them, so they need to feel it. Telling me that you love me and showing me that you love me is two different things.
Right, and one is going to reinforce the other.
Correct.
They gotta be the same. I was going back to what he was saying about when I was talking about the peace, and he was saying that, it was kind of negative talking about people that are single being at peace. Well, I know plenty of people that are in relationships. They don't have no peace.
That was when I said that. I said there's a lot of people who are claiming to be single and that they're at peace, and they're not practicing peace. They don't have anything tranquil that they haven't practiced. To be in peace is to choose it, but it's also a practice. It's a training. When you deal with peaceful people, they don't have to say that they have it.
That's correct.
They can be abundant.
And let me say this: that you said that if you know people that's in that don't have peace in a relationship, then guess what? They're not at peace. Those are people that just settled. They're afraid to be alone, so they chose to be that because nobody chooses violence. What's up, Hill? I see you, sis. Nobody chooses violence. Nobody chooses.
I definitely agree, and that goes back to what you were saying about courting and dating. Like you were never even friends to begin with. Mm-mm. Like you just ended up in a relationship, and you really don't even know each other.
Because you know how that happens. The moment you lay down with somebody, all of a sudden we go together. The moment we could spend 3 or 6 months, we could spend 3 to 6 months. And the moment that we lay down with each other, and all of a sudden I'm your man, you're my woman, and we're in a relationship. And that's how it begins. And guess what that relationship is based on? It is all a sexual activity. It is nothing more than that. Because if you think about it like this, if you take sex out of so many of these relationships right now, what do they have? Nothing. And what do people fall in love with? I didn't fall in love with you. I fell in love with the way that she made me feel. Oh man, her body felt good. Man, I love the way she. Think about how many times we as men and sometimes women say this. I love the way she feels. Oh, I love how he makes. I love when he holds me.
Here's the thing. I agree with you. I grew up old-fashioned. I'm a little long in the tooth. And when I got asked out for my children's father, I was 19. And I said, no, you have to talk to my parents. He looked at me like I had 3 heads. I said, I can't deal with you. I can't do anything. I've never been on a date. So my parents vetted him. And then we had to court. My dad did not play. There's nothing going on. My girlfriends in the youth group would say, well, you got to get on birth control 3 months before you get married. I went to my mother. She said, I'm going to talk to your father. He said, if they ain't doing nothing, she don't need to get no birth control. And we don't do that anymore. Like you said, they get right into bed, and, when a man enters a woman, and that's not spiritual, but he is, you know what I mean? Now, he has got something in you, and you can't get that back. You know what I mean? And he was from Long Beach, California, LBC, and I didn't know nothing about the LBC. And I had to marry him twice. And then my father finally gave me my blessing to be divorced. But, however, I digress. I think you are correct. There's no more dating, courtship, or vetting. You don't have nobody to vet that has some wisdom, that know, and that see things you don't see.
So let me ask you this: because I know a lot of us say that we was in love, we fell out of love, but let me ask you this: was it one moment that killed the love, or was it 1,000 little things?
Definitely 1,000.
That red bomb down there.
It was like 996.
It's always one thing. It's always because when you talk to people, just like they do, they highlight that one thing, right? Mm-hmm. That's all it takes. And that one thing is considered a red flag for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. When in fact, that's just the one thing that you didn't have a discussion about. Shout out to my brother Donovan Gaspar, who isn't here right now. But Donovan said something the other day, is like, are we not translating a lot of this stuff? And the fact of the matter is we are not translating a lot of these things. Because one, we're too busy getting our own way and just quickly siding with our emotional stances with no proof of evidence that this is what it is. Like, oh, I see what it is. Yeah, you see it, but did you question to confirm it? You did not. So you're lazy, both men and women. This is why I said what I said, that a lot of y'all who are single need to remain single, because you are detriment to society. You're not promoting what actually takes place. You're only highlighting negative actions that you perceive what it to be, but you have no foundation about it. None.
As for me, I always promoted love. I always believe in love. I've always wanted to be back married again. I always wanted to be submissive to someone. I have no problem with that because the way I was brought up. But I was in a relationship for 17 years. I'm going to make the story very short. And he broke me. I gave him the kids. We got the house with the white picket fence. We had the cars. We had the motorcycles. We had everything. And to have a woman come and knock on my door and show me another child that she birthed for him, I couldn't be the same anymore. I fell into a black hole. And you know how hard it is to come up out of that? It took years. And then I had to tell myself, you got to forgive and move on.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And then doing that, it was a process. It takes time. You have to work on yourself. And let me tell you, it was not easy. My girls almost got hurt because I wasn't myself. And to become back the person that I was, and issue out that love again, the world changed on me. So to get married again is scary. To believe that it's real is scary. And is it easier to be alone? No, it's not easier to be alone. But sometimes you might not have no choice because of what's out there.
See, this is exactly what
I'm trying, sir.
No, and I respect that, but this is exactly what I was just saying. You see what you just said? You said everything that I just said a while ago. The problem is this. It's not what's out there, it's you. You can't blame what's out there if you're not out there, because you don't know what's out there. So you hold on, sister. You gotta let me do this. You gotta let me do this. The problem I have when I hear women say it's what's out there, you can't say that if you're not out there. Number one, because you don't know what's out there. So because sometimes you get stuck in your bubble and one man, because of what one man did, doesn't mean that this is what every man is going to do. So the problem is you lost trust in men. Not in man, in men, because of what one man has done. Let me say that again. And this goes to some of y'all women. The reason why some of y'all stay single, don't trust, because you lost trust in men from what one man has done. And then you miss out on your blessing, because then that's when the Father will bring a man to you that's supposed to be with you that will remove all that stuff from you. But you decided to stay in your little bubble because I'm afraid. I don't want this. I don't want this. This is not what I want. He's not the man for me. I can't believe it because I've been hurt. But guess what?
I'm ready for you. I'm ready for you.
At the end of the day, here's the beauty of it. Here's the beauty of it, ladies. Let me explain something. A man is not bought to remove the pain. A man is there to replace the pain that you just had. It's a difference. I'm not here to remove it. I'm here to replace all that nonsense. I'm the replacement. I am the fresh paint on the wall. That's what I am.
Oh, I love it. I love it. So let me rebuttal. You are 100% right. You are 100% right. I did. I wasn't afraid to date. I'm never afraid to be outside. I'm a social butterfly. I started dating again. I started doing all that. I finally found this guy. He has 4 kids. My kids are grown. So now I'm starting all over with the 4 kids, which I have no problem. Goes to show you that I'm out there. We moved in together, had the kids. I have my granddaughter with me. Yes, I have a granddaughter. I have a granddaughter with me. So it's kids in the house, him. What he could not let go is the fact that his exes had him on child support. So it was like a burden in this relationship because he kept talking about it every single day. I'm giving you all. I'm cooking, I'm cleaning, I'm washing clothes, I'm taking the kids to the school. I'm doing all this.
So hold on.
And he still couldn't let it go. So I tried. I did try again.
Let me explain something to you. Then that's a man that was still holding on to his baby mother. He wasn't the one. Regardless of the fact of what all the things that you were doing, he was still holding on. He was still holding on. As you should. As you should. And I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna tell you, let me tell you something. And this is the honest truth. If you are in a relationship with someone and they are still clinging on to someone else, regardless of the fact, then you need to let that person go. Because what you're doing is you're going to start taking on their baggage. And you don't need that. Because you just dumped all your trash. You're walking in there with a clean can. Now you taking your no. At the end of the day, if your can ain't clean and my can is clean, we can't. No, I'm sorry.
Can't clash cans.
That's it. You can't crash. That's right. You better stop. Y'all sitting there picking up somebody else's trash and hanging on to y'all picking up somebody else's garbage. Y'all clinging on to somebody else's problems. He don't want to let her go. You know why he don't let her go? Because she's still in that dude's life. Hey, listen, child support does not stop me from loving mine. Bottom line, child support is money. You can get the money, but you will never get me. You can't get the man no more, but you can get all the money you want. Take it. Take it. I don't care, but what you're not getting is my heart and my love, because that goes to the person that I'm with. And if he don't see that, he's not worthy of you. Because there's no way in the world I'll be worrying about something else when I'm with someone else.
There was a dude that stopped us live the other day, Velvet, and watched this whole bro said in the comments, he said, I was dating this girl. She was talking about her ex so much, I ended up missing the dude.
Listen. Y'all better stop. I know I got to get stopped up here, but I got to do this. Empress, listen. We what happened, brother?
Why would you move into a burning house try to put a fire out.
You don't know you move into a burnt house. How would you know? You're attracted to the person. That person is attracted to you. Remember, the representatives show up before the real person shows up.
No.
The
No,
representatives show up before the real person
no.
shows
We're
up.
not doing
So
that.
that's what happened.
Mm-mm.
That's what I believe what happened.
That's what
And
you
then when
believe
the
what
truth
happened.
came out, yes, and then when the truth came out, I'm like, yo, I am in a burden building. Let me get the fuck out.
Okay, we don't do profanity, so I gotta give you a minute downstairs. But let me tell you this before I let you go.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. But before you can come back up, I got it. So let me do this real quick.
This was going on going forward. We've allowed some things to take place, but as you can see, this brother below me, this brother with this green hat on before Friday, and our brother Donovan as well as myself, there is an alliance that's taking place that profanity will not be profoundly promoted on either our platforms. And it's nothing against you all, it's everything about us and what we're trying to push for. So by all means, you can still have your reign away of how you speak, but it's just the fact that when you come to our 4 lives, we hold each other accountable, and we're going to hold the people in the midst of going to be accountable as well. So, sister, we'll love to hear you. You have a wonderful tone. I like it.
No, we'll bring her back. Like I said, if she wants to come back up, she can come back up. We just got to give them a lap. That's all. Everybody get a lap. So, who we got here? We got Redbone. What's up, sister? Welcome in, and of course, my brother Stop is back. Oh, look at the platform. It's so segregated. I got some men and women questions now.
And I always say this in most people's lives, so we gonna see how it lands in this one. I feel like a lot of men be mad at the woman for her not doing stuff she never agreed to, and women be mad at the man for him not doing stuff he never agreed to. So I feel like from the jump, right, y'all gotta be on the same page, right? That I know that feels simple for the OGs in this room, because that makes sense. Like, if I come into a situation, I'm letting you know this is the type of person I need. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm looking to provide. He's going to tell me what he can do, what he can't do. We need to have that conversation from the beginning. So then there's no way to have a false representative, because you done told me from the jump. I done told you from the jump. We having a grown person conversation. And if in that first grown woman conversation, you ain't cool with it, you know what I'm saying? Then we don't need to talk no more. We don't even need to have a conversation no more.
That sounds so good. Red. You know what? Let me tell you what the problem is with that. I'm gonna go to my brother Stopper real quick after I say this real quick. You know what the problem with that is? Here's the thing. We can talk. No, you're not frozen. We can say all the stuff that we want to say, but guess what? We can set these boundaries. We can do all this stuff, but it's what you signed up for. You signed up to do the wifely duties. I just presented them and you signed up and took them. You know why? If I do these things, guess what? I'm going to keep the man. He's going to stay with me. If I do all the stuff for him, he's going to stay with me. Some of y'all women set boundaries and lose your boundaries the moment that you start saying it. Let me say this slower. And I'm going to say it for both parties. I'm not even going to speak on women. Men and women, we set boundaries, but we lose our boundaries the moment we start receiving things that we would never receive before. Then all of a sudden the boundaries disappear because I'm receiving what I want to get. I never had this person do this to me before. I never had this woman do this stuff. I never had this man do these things before, but I set boundaries in the beginning. But now the boundaries is gone, and this person stepped over my boundaries, but I'm accepting it only because I'm accepting what this person is still doing for me.
I want to push to this point, and then if my brother assist me, my good brother, because again, I have a first grade education. You have a third grade education.
And I got a second grade education.
Well, I mean, that's why I relinquish and lean on y'all to pull me up to where you good gentlemen are at. But in order to be on the same page, right? Like our brother Donovan has a book, right? And it's got got almost 300 some odd pages in here. In order for us to be on the same page, don't we have to be in the same book?
Say that again.
In order for us to be on the same page, don't we have to be in the same book?
One more time, please.
Even if the book had one page, we have to be in the same book. So I love the analogy. I love what it means. I love what it stands for. But there's some principles that go beyond everything. When we talk about being on the same page, then we're bypassing processes. But again, I'm just light-skinned stopper.
Look, man, you took a lot of words from my mouth earlier, even just now. So here it is. Let's cut the filth. Let's cut the okie doke. Look, man, when I meet a woman, I'm looking at you to be my wife. Are you the one who is going to be my wife? But you're so busy in trying to be my girlfriend, where we're not in the same page. We're not on the same page. What is the end goal? Are we looking to get married? Or are we just trying to be in a committed relationship? Whatever the hell that means. Do you not know that there's a huge difference between dating and courtship? If I am courting you, I'm learning you. It behooves you to learn me. We're not flipping and dipping. That's what dating is for. Y'all need to stop letting dudes flip and dip y'all. His little pipe game is good, then you lose all your common sense. If he has a little bit of money, oh, it was the representative. No, it wasn't the representative. You chose to overlook things. There's no such thing as intentional dating, ma'am. See, we say words and we don't know the meaning of them. When you're dating, it's just a temporary thing. Courting is, hey, I see the value in you. And those values, I want to be certain that those values are what I believe they are. Now, I'm looking towards long term. That's marriage. I'm not interested in you being my girlfriend. Like my good brother right there, the light-skinned one, says, he doesn't date women. And I don't either. When I am courting you, it is a slow burn. I'm not talking about 2 to 5 years. That's not what I'm talking about. Because it takes a man really and truly within 90 days to know if you are the wife for him. These dudes are playing with you because they're so great. I'm not even looking at you. Because they want to flip and dip you, use and abuse you, to the point where now they have other options. They'll bring you to live with them for a year, for 2 years, and then you too busy being their girlfriend. They have zero intentions of making you their wife because you make it so easy for them. Because what you don't change, you are allowing to occur. Now, a dude that tells you, hey, come live with me, no intentions, no ring, nothing. And here you are. Oh yeah, marriage is, they'll even play in your head and tell you marriage is just a piece of paper. It means nothing. Shame on y'all fellas. Shame on you too for falling for the okie doke. That's the banana in the tailpipe. Do you not know that you are worth more? Stop calling yourselves baddies. Stop calling yourself a trophy. You're not a trophy. You are a present. You are a gift from God to us. And the man doesn't appreciate you as a gift. Deuces. What are we doing? Stop letting these dudes flip and dip you. And a lot of y'all talking about, I'm not submitting to a man. Do you know the greatest submission is spreading your legs? Letting a clown enter you? And some of y'all doing it freely. Some of y'all doing it to get your hair done. Some of y'all doing it to do your nails.
It sounds like, what the heck is that whistle? Boy, you better stop. You better stop. But keep teaching. Hold on, Self. Hold on, Self. Go ahead, brother. What you said? Stop it. You done?
Yeah, he said he has a question.
Oh, come on. What's your question? Then I'm going to go to Mama Bear after that. I got you, Mama Bear. I ain't forget you, sister.
I got a question for Stopper right back. I can kind of get what where you're trying to go with it, but I'm confused about the girlfriend part. You don't want the woman that you resort to be your girlfriend first? I'm kind of confused about that.
Where in scripture does it say for a woman to become your girlfriend?
Say that.
When I speak, I'm speaking from the kingdom.
Two things don't have to be written down to be, real. I mean, okay. So you got to explain that, because you got to explain that for real, because you saying that you meet a woman, but you don't want her to, meet somebody and get to know somebody, that's your girlfriend. That's not your wife. Your wife is when you get married. Well, in the meantime, between time, that's your girlfriend. So I'm confused about that. You got to.
Can I take this Stopper? Can I take this? Can I take a swing at it? Let me take a swing at it. Let me take a swing at it. Okay, here's the thing, right? This is where I say, once again, we need to go back to courting. See, I meet a woman. See, I have girlfriends. There's a difference. Girlfriends is plural. No. Let me. You asked a question. Let me break it down to you. I'm gonna break it down to you. A man has girlfriends. A masculine man. The problem that we have is we're not courting the woman that we want to marry. See, we making them girlfriends before we marry, which means we are test driving the car. We're doing everything that we're not supposed to do truly before marriage if you're biblically sound. Let me say that again. If you're biblically sound, there are things that we're supposed to be doing. We meet a woman, we court the woman to become our wives, and then everything else falls into line. That's alignment. If you align with God, that's the alignment. But if you align with who you want to be, then you have a girlfriend. You do all the things that you do with your wife, with your girlfriend, and then realize she ain't the girl for me. So now you got to go find another girlfriend to do the same thing again until you find your wife. But it doesn't say he who goes through so many women finds a wife. It said he who finds a wife finds the good thing. You see the difference? So I found one woman I found one woman. I didn't go through multiple women to get to one woman. See, these are the mistakes that we make. And I've made the mistake. And every man that probably got married have made those mistakes. And I'm not saying every man, but there are multiple men that have made the mistakes of not doing things in line. So that's the difference. So I met a woman to court her to become my wife. Not my girlfriend. She was never my girlfriend. Because I'm going to be real. My wife was never my girlfriend. I didn't say this is my girl. I never said that. We didn't even have a title until we got married. See the difference? She was never my wife. She was never my girlfriend. We were two.
When you say that your woman is your wife, so when you meet this woman, why don't you marry that woman if it's your wife?
I did.
Why you have to go through the dating and
I didn't. No. See, I didn't. No. We didn't do it.
This woman, this your wife. So you say, well, I want you to be my wife. Come with me. That's what wife means.
Okay, so now let me break this down to you again, because I see what you're trying to do. But let me help you out a little bit, young brother. Let me give you my story, because I can only speak for me. I met my wife in March. I got married in August. How many months is that?
8 months? 9 months?
5.
No, when did you say you got married now?
In August.
No, brother.
I met my wife in March.
Hold on.
Hold on.
You got married in August. Okay.
Do the math.
Hold on.
So why it took 5 months to
Hold on,
figure
brother.
that out?
Hold on. Wait. This is a lesson that has to be shared. Ladies and gentlemen, to be effective in communicating, you have to be a listener. You have to listen. You can't be so quick to respond in your daggone head that you have words but don't have information. I beg the question to so many people, and I ask this to Stop Alive, how do y'all process things without information? I'm just light-skinned. I just want to know.
So let me say this, and I'm gonna give you a chance to respond, Self-Made. So you asked me a question, why did it take me 5 months? Because there's a process. It's called getting familiar, understanding who we are, communicating, without laying down with each other, number one. Number two, it's called, I need to go through your family because I want to do things correctly this time. I've made mistakes. I don't want to make the same mistakes again. So what I did was I wanted to do it the right way. So I did it the right way. Went through the family, went through the men in her family, spoke to who these gentlemen were in her lives. Because that's what I asked her. Who are the most important men in your life? Those are the ones that I need to have a conversation with so they can get to know who I am. And then from that point, the date was already set, time was already set, and we got married. 5 months. I didn't wait 6. I didn't wait 2 years. I didn't wait 3 years. I knew. And here we are 7 years later. To answer your question.
Okay, I get that. Okay, I'm 100% agreeing with you, Beverly. What I'm trying to say is that, okay, when you met her, so you say, you know that this was going to be your wife. So you could have stated that from the get-go, say, well, you know what? You're my wife. And then you could have went through the whole process of what you just did now.
So
you get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
No, I don't. I don't get what he's
No. So what this is what I'm telling you.
No, I do not. And we're not finna give passes on anything. 150 days she was wedded to my brother.
What?
Some people ain't even getting their insurance out of the job they getting tested for after 90 days.
Okay. We talking, Bill. Okay, you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm getting at, don't you, Bill? Okay. That's like if I see a woman and I know her this is I want to be my wife. I'm gonna say to her, babe, or whatever, you're my wife. I'm letting her, this is what I'm letting her know. I want you to be my wife. I don't have to go through. I'm going to tell you, I'm taking all the other, rigmarole shenanigans out of it from the start. If I say I want to be my wife, I'm gonna say, I want you to be my wife. So then she knows that, okay, this dude say he want to be her wife. So then she can get you, then she can start preparing to be my wife, and then I can prepare myself, think, well, now I got to go through the family, the friends, and then see what she's all about, and everything. That's what I'm saying. So if your wife wants you, just say, I want you to be my wife.
So
say, well, I got a relationship.
Okay.
And now I want you to be my wife.
So let me make this much easier. Like I said, my process is my process. So I'm gonna explain my process because I don't mind. I don't have no problem with it because I'm transparent. So here's the thing. There are ways that you should go about doing certain things, right? I didn't have to make her my girlfriend because by us communicating, that's me courting her, which means whatever we did over the phone, whatever we said, it was courting because we was getting to know each other, getting familiar with the woman that I'm going to be with. I never knew she was going to be my wife until I did the one thing. I prayed. See, and the second thing is this. I did something for her that I never did for any woman in my life, which means I asked her, can I pray for you? Can I pray for you? I've never done that. And I'm being honest. I'm being transparent. I've never prayed over any woman I was with. Any woman. But for this one, why all of a sudden it was her? Why all of a sudden I felt it in my spirit to pray for her?
Amen.
It's a difference. And these are things that I had to go through. My process. Because I had to make sure, and it wasn't like, Lord, I need confirmation. He had already confirmed it by him telling me, I need you to pray for her. That was his confirmation for me. You see what I'm saying? So everybody's confirmation is different, my brother. Sometimes some brothers' journeys is different. Mine was only 5 months.
You don't have to explain that to a grown man.
I'm just saying.
All right, self-made. Can you hear me, my brother?
What are you talking to me? Go ahead, stop. Yeah, go ahead, stop.
All right. Feel this. Does wine go through a process before it gets into your refrigerator?
Yeah, you got to smash the grapes and all that stuff. Yeah, you go through a process. Yeah, you got to do all that.
So when I say that I don't want you to be my girlfriend, I don't want to date a woman where, okay, I'm flipping and dipping her, I'm doing all of these soul ties where we're not truly giving ourselves an opportunity to know who we are, right? So now going through the process of courting you, I'm learning you, you're learning me. Now I have children and I want to know your family background also, right? I want to know all the very things about you. I want to know about the foundational things about you, right? It's like buying a house. What do you do when you're buying a house? You do an appraisal, you do an inspection, right? To see, hey, is this house worth me investing in? Okay, so now when they do a full inspection, you're like, okay, it's not just the aesthetic part of it, right? The aesthetic part could be like the chemistry between you and her. Okay, I find her to be attractive. Okay, aesthetic is cool, though you may change the paints inside of the home because it's not foundational. It's not foundation. Now, what is your foundation? Those are the pillar of the homes. Those are the roof of the home. Right? Now, I need my woman to pray for me. That's foundation. I need my woman to be nurturing. I need when she hugs me for her to hug my soul, my spirit. I'm not so much interested about her poo-poo. I don't look at women that way anymore. Where I'm like, oh yeah, she look good. Okay, woman looks good. She looks good. I acknowledge that now. But I'm not like, oh man, you know what? Let me go and flip and dip her. No, I'm not giving into the dopamine effect of my life anymore. I'm a different somebody. You see what I'm saying? That is courting. Now, the whole dating, yeah, I can decide to go and date, flip and dip out there, but then after a while, you feel empty. When you get to a level when you want to do better, you got to first learn better and then put it into practice. You see what I'm saying? Because the scripture tells you when I was a child, I thought like a child. I acted like a child. But when I become a man, I put away childish behaviors. I'm almost 50 years old, man. I can't be running around flipping and dipping every woman I meet. I've been married.
But you know what, Stopper? You know what the beautiful thing about meeting the right woman is? Even if you're still doing childish things, she will remove that. She would make you not want to do those childish things. The right woman would conform the man. They're not ready. Let me leave that part alone.
No. Finish that. Say that because the whole thing about it is I've said this so many times. I've said it in here and I said it in Stopper's Live. The closest companion to a man outside of God is his what?
His woman. I'm trying to tell you.
All right, let's try that one more time. The closest companion to a man outside of God is his what?
It's his woman. It's his wife. So and the beauty of it is.
Do you want your wife saying, good morning, baby? Or do you want your wife waking up saying, what up, nigga?
That's what I'm saying. The beauty of it is this. A woman.
But that's nothing new, though. That's nothing new.
It is new. It is new if you're not it's new if you're not receiving it. If you're waking up next to a woman every morning and you don't even get a good morning, I love you, whatever the case may be, then something's wrong with that whole relationship. Bottom line, ain't no way in the world I'm gonna wake up next to mine and not even say good morning, baby, I love you, whatever the case may be. She's gonna get some sort of compliment, and here's the beauty of it. Sometimes your wife could wake up feeling some type of way, and just the way that you touch her, knowing that you are tired, but you waking up out of your sleep to make sure that she's good. Something. It's not only words of affirmation, it's the touch, the things that we do to show them, listen, baby, I still love you. No matter, even if I'm tired, I'm gonna wake up and rub your back. I'm gonna make sure if your feet hurt, let me rub your feet. Matter of fact, you're cold, come here. Get up under this body. Something.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's like I said, that's what we supposed to. That ain't nothing new under the sun.
But here's the once again. So now I'm gonna bring you back. This is where I say, when do we stop loving each other? Because we don't do it. We have become selfish within ourselves, bro. We too busy. Why you ain't doing this for me instead of just let me doing it for her? See, it's a big difference. We're too busy worrying about why she ain't doing this for me instead of us, you know what, baby, let me do this for you. So that way, if I do it for her, guess what she's going to do? She gonna love me. She gonna love me. She gonna love every part of me. That's the difference. See, some of your brothers don't even understand. You're so argumentative because you ain't receiving the love because you're out there probably paying for it. Ooh, my bad. And thinking, What's up? What's up, Mama Bear? Come on, talk to me. I've been waiting for. I had to wait for come on, Mama Bear.
She gotta turn her speaker on.
Come on, and your boy Ford up. Dang, y'all in trouble now. Come on, Mama Bear, where you at?
Am I frozen again?
No, I'm waiting for Mama Bear to speak before she get packed up. All right, she got a little time.
Hey, stop it. You too old to be getting frozen too, by the way.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Let's bring up another sister. We trying to keep these women on that side today. This is exactly how I wanted it. Women on one side, men on the other. So, ladies, I got another one. Let me see. Okay. This goes for both. Everything I ask is a general question for men and women to answer the question. Then I just like to get my little part. Did you fall out of love or did resentment replace love?
Let me see. I'm gonna put my words together. How I explain it, and I talk to a lot of younger people all the time. It's like in the beginning, you got this full heart, and you got this full vision of this is how you feel. Every time you get that disappointment, every time whatever happens or whatever, every time you chipping away at that heart. You chipping it away. And eventually, what's you gonna have left? Eventually, but by the time he figures it out, and like I'm sitting here listening to all you guys, it was when you was ready. Like a lot of times we're waiting on somebody, or you're in a relation with somebody that really wasn't ready. So while you was ready and you're in it, and we're trying to figure this out, he really wasn't ready. And by the time he comes around and now he's ready, you ain't got nothing left.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do. We're going to put this on pause for 3 seconds. Ladies, asking one time, if you're on this platform, we got brothers cammed up, and none of y'all women are cammed up. Respect my gangster.
You gotta give me a minute because I'm
now you do that
now, but I
get your joint. Okay, I ain't mad at you, Rochelle. She said, "Let me show you how I get down." Mama Bear, let's get it. Ain't no exception to the rule. Ford, rock with your boy, rock with the fellas. Come on, we gonna do this right.
For a second, well, I'm emotional.
I know. You emotional. You get a pass.
Yeah, I don't got no problem. Give me a second.
Red, where you at, Red? Let's go.
He don't get no pass.
No, he's in motion. He's in motion. He's in the Batmobile. No, we're gonna do this correctly because I don't like talking to pictures. I'm gonna be honest. I like to see. There we go, Red. There we go. How you doing? Let's go.
I ain't got no problem coming off.
Come on, Mama Bear. Let's go. Stop playing with my emotions. Y'all gonna stop today. We're gonna learn some. We're gonna do it right today. Because people want to just talk behind their pictures. Heck to the 9. You can continue talking while you get your thing together, Glow. Yeah, make sure just get
I'm out here and I done stay here on this bed listening to talking to y'all for the last 40 minutes. As soon as I get up, try to get my stuff down, you want me to cam up. Okay, I got you. It's coming.
Let's go.
But yeah, that's my thing. I feel like a lot of times that's what it is. You and eventually you still love them, but you ain't in love with them no more. That kind of has faded away. But I think for where I'm concerned, I'm very vocal. Like I done gave you, I done told you, I don't have to send those smoke signals, no signs. I done said what it is. I've continued to, and I don't even attack. If I'm in a relationship with you, I don't attack you. I'm gonna say, when you did this, you made me feel this way, or this is how I feel about that. Now I ain't telling you how to change it. You don't have to change anything for me. I'm telling you, this is how what you did or said or whatever makes me feel. And then you can do you. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like a lot of times, if they feel like you attacking their ego or whatever the case may be, they not gonna change because that's just them. When they be like, oh, well, that's just me. Okay, well, that's not working for me. So it's like now you're making a choice, but at the end of the day, that heart was full when we started out. But every time you get that disappointment, every time you know what I'm saying, feel some type of way about something, it's chipping away, and then eventually you don't have nothing left. You know what I'm saying? So where's the love then? I mean,
I would ask that same question.
I'm gonna ask
that same question.
Empress, we gonna need you to cam up, sister. We don't play this.
No, she can't hear. She needs to be cycled down and back up. She can't hear. So
she can't hear.
She can't hear.
That's what she did.
In the chat. She can't hear.
Oh my God. She said, "Wait."
So I would say this: where is the love? Because we have this metric system in ourselves that's really absurd, right? Love is kind. Love is simple. Holds no record of ill will, right? Things like that. But if I can recall all the times that you said or did something that I didn't like, well, I never loved you to begin with. I'm just being light-skinned. However, I often wonder too, when we bring up the fact that, hey, I said something. Well, I mean, one thing we do notice a lot on this app is there's a great amount of individuals that like to say, well, yeah, you said that, but you didn't say it this way. So I often wonder, the people who make those statements, are they actually saying things to people the way that the people would like to hear it? Hey, Stopper.
Why is it just the men are still only ones that on camera? Empress, I'm gonna need you to rock out. Glow, let's go. Oh, she had to come. You look like a school teacher. Stop playing.
Well, I know for me, at first, I was in love with being in love, you know, and that was real. And I told him that. And then once I get to this place of really seeing him, because you know how for the OGs, it's like, I know you hear me, but are you listening? So once I saw him, that's when I started falling in love with him. And even though we are not together, and we haven't been together in like 4 years, I am just as much in love with him now as I was then. But what I have learned, and this is something I had to learn from me, is he made it very clear who he was. I did not believe it. I kept trying to do this, do that, do the other thing. And that's why I say, you know, he never agreed to certain things. So I had to fall back. You know what I'm saying? I had to, as a woman, like, you ain't gonna do it, I gotta leave. And I'm still gonna be in love with you, but I just gotta love you from a distance. Now, we still friends, you know, we take care of the kids together, we got a whole situation, but ain't nothing else going on. And, you know, that was probably the hardest part for me. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like sometimes you gotta let them go. Sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. But I'm still very much in love with him. But until he's at a place where he can love me where I need him to be, I just gotta love him from a distance. So.
What is that place?
Yeah. What is that? Yeah, because what does that loving somebody from a distance mean? Like, I don't understand that. Make that part make sense to me.
I know. I was ready for you to say that, Velvet. Well, it's like, okay. You see, I got to get my wheels together. So it's just, he's got to do him. He's got to do him, and I just respect him. So maybe it's not love from a distance. Maybe that's not the right way to say that. But I respect you. Do what you got to do.
It's the right way to say it. It was just the point of asking.
Yeah.
So here's a better question.
Yeah,
I got a better question for you, Red. Red, let me ask you this.
Okay.
You still care about him?
Oh yeah.
So now, being that you said that, so if you still care about him, how do you know the relationship is actually over? Gotta.
Stop it.
Ooh.
So what I'm saying is,
I'm on my lunch break.
Right.
Yes.
Do you need to say something? I want to mess with your lunch break.
It's me, Redbone.
Let me say that. Well, you see, that's why. You see how I paused when I asked her that, right? Do you still care about him?
sorry.
She said
One
yes.
time you didn't bring me them roses on that rainy night. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you like that. I was just being emotional. Just come by. I get off at 7. Yes, my schedule's still the same. I see you then. I'll cook your favorite meal too. Bye.
I told you I took time to write these questions down.
Don't encourage this lady to go back to that man.
I'm not encouraging nobody. She encouraged herself. The moment that that's why I asked the question. If you still care about him, how do you know that the relationship is over? See, this is where I have a problem with people. When they say that the relationship is over, yet you still have contact. This man still have access to you. There are still conversations and there's still phone calls that you are picking up. And the sad part about it is you don't even allow yourself to be with someone else because you're still thinking about, as long as you're keeping this person in your life, you're never going to move on. Let me say that slowly so some of y'all can catch it. The longer as you still keeping your ex in your life, you're never going to be able to move on properly because that person is still holds some types of card in your life. He holds some residency in your life. You don't want to admit it. You may say that you're over this person, but you're truly not. Do you still care? I don't need to care anymore. Somebody else needs to care about you. You're not my concern no more. You're somebody else's concern. My care goes to the next person that I'm with. Bottom line. But we have the tendency, and I say a lot of women, I ain't gonna say men, some of us, but some of y'all women have the tendency to want to keep holding on to false hope. Y'all done.
Hey, Velvet, you have a question from Diary of A.
And
the question is it normal to have lunch and go on vacation with your ex and kids?
Is it what? Yeah, please, I need a double shot.
I got you.
First and foremost,
Anybody else?
how you going on lunches and going on vacations with your ex and your children? It's either you're going with your children or he's going with the children. But you're not going together, especially if you're in a relationship. What are you, crazy? What are you trying to do? Which means you don't even respect the man that you're with. You respect your baby daddy more than you respect the man that's supposed to be your man. You rather go on a trip with him instead of going on a trip with your man. That's not your man no more. Regardless, well, we do this every year. It's a family trip. That's crazy work to even think about, to even ask a question like that you know the answer to. You know the answer to that question. It is diabolical to sit there and want to go on a trip with someone that you are no longer with because you got kids together. His hell to the nizno. That's like me going on a trip with my baby mamas. Baby mamas, plural, negative. Ain't no way in the world.
Are you gonna take your wife?
That's the only way I'm going. And guess what? That's the only way. And I don't even think that's going to happen.
I mean, that would dance.
So my question to that is, right? On this vacation,
Glow, I'll bring you back up.
And the kids, how many rooms?
One.
But it's a sweet.
So at that point, I asked again, are they really the ex?
No, D, it's a suite. Like it's like an Airbnb.
That would definitely not be appropriate.
You
know it ain't appropriate.
Kids still going to bed at 8:30?
No.
Okay.
Kids in a whole nother room.
But they still going to bed at 8:30.
Yeah, but the kids got a whole separate room. You see what I'm saying? Though. Oh, she chose violence today. She got a red hat on. You choose violence.
But they still going to bed at 8:30 though.
If that's the case, if that's what you want to call it. Yeah, the kids are going to bed
at 8:30.
No, that's so we could talk without interruption.
Yeah. But at 8:30, so we can have this discussion. The kids is put down, and I'll be able to talk to her fully, as need be.
One-on-one.
Yeah, that wrestling move that I was talking about, I didn't finish perfecting.
I like intimate.
I want to say this. To be honest, the thing is this.
I think it's.
No, go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say I think it's unrealistic if you have kids to say that you should have no contact with your ex. I feel like it's impossible, and I think a lot of people in those scenarios they want to be cordial with their exes for the sake of the kids. Now, I do agree that if you're gonna be going on vacation, you got to bring. If you're in a relationship, I didn't set the goalposts to begin with.
Let me. You want me to give you my analogy on this? Real talk. If your kids are over the age, and I respect it. I respect your analogy, sister, 100%. Please believe that. But my thing is this: if your kids are at the age of 18 plus, there's no need for me and you to really have conversation anymore. If your kids are grown adults, there's really no need for me and you to have conversation anymore. Period. We don't really need to talk about our children because they're adults.
That I can agree with.
But if you're calling me just to talk about my 25, 27-year-old daughter, what the hell are you calling me for? Call your daughter. Don't call me. Or if that's the case, have your daughter call me and I can deal with it. But there's no need for me and you to still be co-parenting on a situation over an adult child. Hell, because then there's no.
Don't agree. I feel like I can't agree
Never
with that.
stop being a parent.
I'm not saying that I'm not stop being a parent, but what I'm saying is my child is old enough to call me with the problem. That's what I'm saying. I don't need the mother to call me. My child can call me.
Hey, nowadays it's starting to go like me and my son.
It's still a
died.
partnership.
I talked to him.
We ain't partners. No.
Yeah. That's a partnership. You brought a kid into the world together. That's still their support system. You and that woman, still the support system.
She don't need to call me.
Forever.
She don't need
Just
to call
like
me.
your parents are still your support. Then
But-
how do you communicate about the kid?
With the kid.
About this person.
Because my child is an adult. I'm talking to another adult. I can understand that we were children. They were kids.
I got. Take me.
And then what happened, girlie? Hold on, girl. I got you. Let me go to Donovan. I'm gonna go to Austin, then I'm gonna go to Hawk. Girlie, go ahead. Come on, let's hear it.
Me and you, we are in a relationship, a thriving relationship. We've purchased a home together. Wedding date is set. I get a call. Oh shit, yeah, I'll be there. Clear my schedule for the whole week. Cool. All right. See you in a couple of days. Hey, baby, what's going on? Man, me and the ex and kids gonna go to the Bahamas for a week, and we're gonna be there for a week. It's gonna be a long week. I'm just gonna talk to her. We're gonna set some foundation for the kids because we in this partnership for the kids. We gotta show our support for the kids. Yeah. So you're gonna stay right here while I go on this vacation with my ex and the kids.
That is an extreme circumstance.
No. That's exactly
That's
what you just
different.
said.
That is an extreme
That's
circumstance.
different. You
That's an
stated
extreme
just
circumstance.
It sounds legit to me.
You
No,
stated
that's
just
different.
that. That's exactly
That's
what
different.
you stated. You
didn't
broke
state
up
that.
our relationship because you wanted me to have this partnership with my ex. It's your fault.
That's an extreme
But
circumstance.
what I'm saying is this, and I'm talking about when it comes to I'm past the vacation part. I'm at the part where it comes to these adult children where I don't need my daughter's mother. I don't need my daughter's mother or my son's mother calling me about my adult kids. If my children have an issue, they can call me. I don't need to hear from her. Well, I just want to let you know that, I just spoke to such and such, and they was telling me. I'm like, wait, hold it again. Why are you even calling me with their problems? That's what they're for. That's what they can pick up the phone and call me for. Period. She's still a mother. I'm still a father, but we don't have to co-parent that way. No.
Let's hear why girly girl and them are going on vacation with
Yeah.
their ex.
Listen.
No.
Can I finish? Let me just explain.
It doesn't need to be vacation either.
Hold on, come on,
There's
girlie.
That was the scenario.
Hold on, ladies. Come on, girly girl. Let me hear this.
It all depends on the scenario. Now, if you are in a good place, right? Now, I said you can go all on a family vacation if your husband can go with you and the ex and his partner.
Oh, again, that was not the case. That was not the case, and that was not the scenario. So
well, that's my scenario.
Hold on. To be in the discussion, you must have proper information that you are bouncing back off of, not what you want to be in the situation. So again,
That's what I thought he said.
We're not about your thoughts. We're gonna be about what is. So what is I'm in a relationship with you.
All right.
And Rochi is my damn ex. And me and Rochi got kids for a reason. Them kids that wasn't no accident. Them kids is there because was good. That's how them kids got it. And now she calling me and say, hey, we gonna go to the Bahamas
for a week. And I said, girl, I'm going on a vacation with
Well, then your ass ain't going then. That's
this work.
Now, we don't do profanity, so just be careful with your language, ladies and gentlemen.
Family meeting. We're going to have us a good family meeting in the Bahamas for a week. And we just going to talk. We just going to talk about how we going to raise these kids.
No.
That's the point.
Now, if I was included and he was included, cool. But you ain't going by yourself. Okay, well, you ain't going.
She sent for baby daddy.
Well,
she sent for me.
And she paid for the flight.
Fine. No, you're not going.
Fine. No.
No. You said it's
You just
about
want
the
to answer
kids.
the question.
Nah.
You're not
going.
No, you
I'm
ain't
not going.
question that was
Yo.
You're not
What is the responsibility? It's all about the scenario.
Hold on. Let's get some clarification because we started that kind of took us a whole nother way. So let's try to get back on track. I love that question, but let's get back on track. So Brother Ford, welcome in. Got a question for you, my brother. Who is responsible when love dies? The person who changes, the person who changed, or the person who stopped trying?
Let me get this straight. Salutations to everybody.
Who's responsible when love dies? The person who changed or the person who stopped trying?
Those people could be the same person.
Elaborate.
Because if you stop trying, that means you changed.
Come on, brother.
So it's the individual who stopped trying. And I'll say this because I know we got a lot of people on the panel, a lot of people in the room. I think a lot of us don't really know what love is. Love is a verb, it's an action. You can say you love someone all day, but your actions are going to prove it. I think Dee quoted a scripture earlier about what love is. Love is kind, love is patient, love is long-suffering, etc. It's action-based. And so a lot of us don't have an understanding of love, and we're selfish with it. So our whole paradigm of understanding is inaccurate. So when people say, I fell out of love, then that means you wasn't in the activity of performing and doing it. Because it's not just about your word, it's about your action. In the Bible, it says, you say you love me, but your hearts are far from me. You say you love me, but you're not doing it. If you love me, you'll keep my commandments. It's action. And so for me, my posture is, I'm going to show you I love you by what I do. I'll yield there.
Yeah.
Clock it.
Yeah.
Clock that one.
So
Boy.
that's why he ain't going on vacation with his ex and he
ain't going nowhere.
So
Yes,
this is going. So this question right here is going to Girly Girl. Did we stop loving each other, or did we stop showing love?
Come on, girly girl.
Well, give me a minute to breathe.
Take too damn long.
I feel like if you really love that person, you're not going to stop showing the love. You're not going to fall out of that love. You understand what I'm saying? So you're going to have to communicate. You're going to have to try. You're going to have to do whatever it takes. You understand what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah.
So a lot of people.
Can I say something to that real quick?
Yes, please.
Because I haven't been talking too much. I think you got to create environments of love. It's not a matter of falling in or out of it. I am love. I make it. You know what I'm saying? I'm a lover, not a fighter. So what I'm going to do is create an environment of love. And this is why I think we have so much breakups and divorce, is because it was never love to begin with. You like what they can do for you. And so now they stop doing what you thought it was that you needed to be done. And now, I don't love them no more. But really what it was is, they didn't do this, or they started doing that, or you see what I'm saying? They didn't operate out of love, because scripture, and we know what our heart says, love will do. We know what it looks like. We know when we feel it. It's just like children. You know when your parents loved you.
But you know what the funny part is? A lot of people stop showing something that they never had. And that's the problem is there's so many people out here with the false advertisement of what love looks like and what love is. So they're showing them something, and people take it as this. I'm showing you something that you never had before, but they take it as that's love. No, that's just something that you never had before. And you're looking at it as if, and you're trying to replace that with, this person loves me because, he's doing something different. That doesn't mean he loves you. It's just something different that you never had. It's a different experience. Different experiences does not equate to love.
Bill, can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
more now than you did when you first married her?
No,
No?
no, because I love her the same. The moment I loved her, the moment I said I do, I still do.
Yeah.
But my love, my 7 years. But guess what?
Love increased.
The love don't increase. The love don't increase. What increases is, so here's the beauty of it, right? Let me. I gotta break this. Damn, I love that question, bro. Who?
Yes, sir.
What people have to fail to realize in marriage, love, the love doesn't increase. The connection increases. So regardless of the fact, I'm here's the beauty of it. I don't love my wife. I don't love her. I really don't. I don't love her. I loved her when I say I did. I do. The difference is my love turned to I'm in love with her. That's the strongest part about it. You see what I'm saying? I love the things that she do, but I'm in love with the person that I'm with. That's never going to change. That's the foundation. That's the strength. That's the growth. That's that part that you was talking about, that I love her stronger. Yeah, my love went from loving you to being in love with you.
That's okay. That's what I mean. That's what I like that answer, bro. That's all I was saying to your original question. When people fall out of love, that's why I'm like, was it ever really love?
Exactly.
Did you ever come into it with love, or did you have a selfish, insecure aspect that you wanted this person to fulfill? This person was X variable. Anybody could have fit in that slot.
But you know what the beauty of this, the whole beauty of this whole exercise is this. We talk about love so much, right? But like you said before, how can you fall out of something that's supposed to complete you? How can you fall out of something that's supposed to feel good? You're falling out of something that feels good. Love's supposed to make you feel good. When I'm loving somebody, I'm in awe. I'm feeling different. My walk, my mindset, everything about me is different. So there's nothing stronger than LOVE. Because who created LOVE? G to the O to the D. So if God created love, let me say that again. There is nothing stronger than love.
One more time.
There is nothing stronger than love. What does the main thing say? Love does what? Love conquers all. So how can I fall out of something that's supposed to conquer everything? Make it make sense.
Yes, sir. It was never love if you fell out of it.
Come on. So people be lying to themselves. I fell out of love with the man. I fell out of love with him. Here's the funny part, right? If we supposed to be so God-like, right? Does God love us He loves us through all of our faults, through our thick and thins, through everything that we do. He still loves us. So if we're supposed to be mimicking the Almighty, then why don't I love you through your pain, through your hurt, through your ugly, through your good, through your bad, all of this stuff?
Because it's not shiny enough for me to show off.
That's true. And number three is we put limits. Our love have limits.
You could even look at it from the love of a parent to a child.
Come on.
Right? You're happy with them. So what is love? Do I show you patience? Do I show you kindness? Do I envy you because you have more money or you have a higher degree than I do? Do I need to now emasculate you? Do I need to make you feel less than? Now, the love, I'm not going to go and sleep on you. That's what it means, does not delight in evil. Because you defile the bed when you go sleep out with other women. You don't protect your spouse when you step out and you talk bad about them. That is not protection. It gives you a slew of things that it does, right? Even to the very end in Scripture, it says faith, hope, love. Love is the greatest of all these things, right? It is not self-seeking. How many of us are in a relationship? Oh, you know why he did this to me? I'm going to throw a pot of grease on him. You never love anybody.
I hope not many people.
It is a food.
Oh,
Don't
good.
act like
You said how many of us? Not me. Who else? Because that sounds wild.
how often do you hear that? Love here for the people who says
Never.
So stop it. Let me ask you a question. No, I'm about to give.
last thing.
Go ahead, brother. Finish your statement because I got a question for you.
For the people who say I fell in and I fell out, love says it always persevere.
Say that again. Say that again. Say that again.
They don't like this gospel.
They say, you know what? I fell in love and I fell out of love. No, you were in lust. Because love, the love that I understand, it always perseveres. You know how I know that? Because with your kids, you never fall out of love with your kids.
Yeah, you better stop.
Yep. I never fall out of love with you, right? Because the only difference in that love is that now you are in intimacy with your partner. Your children, it's the same love because it's still patient, it's still kindness. Oh, you're not kind to your kids? It's perseverance. You don't boast on your kids. You don't compare it with your kids. You want what is best for them, even when they're not appreciative, right? Well, how come then when it comes to a partner, a husband, then all of these things go out the window? Why is that? But go ahead, brother Velvet. You had a question.
Yeah, I got a question for you because I'm trying to. Okay, we got some time. Are we trying to restore love or simply afraid to let go?
So here's the thing. We've made love to be transactional. If you don't know the meaning of something, so it's easy for you to undervalue it. Like I've given that analogy before. Like if somebody's giving me a Bugatti, but it's got dust all over it, and I can't see the emblem of it being a Bugatti, I don't value it until such time someone takes it and they buff it out, and I'm like, oh look, it's a Bugatti. So we don't understand that love is the greatest thing that we have as humans, right? The second greatest commandment that Jesus gave us, he says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Even with that, we're supposed to treat each other better. Some of us, we look at it, especially us in this Black culture. Oh, look at Velvet. Velvet is shining, man. I don't like him. D's light skin, D got this, man, I don't like him. Ford got his own business, I don't like him. Why do you not like him? You don't know why. We don't love each other in the Black culture. We'll call each other brothers and sisters, but we don't even know what the hell that means.
Say it.
We quick to say, hey king, hey queen. Man, shut up with that. Shut up with that. Shut up with it. Because you are only a king until you start doing better than I am. You're only a queen until you are happy with a husband at home. And I'm still over here pissed off at every man I encounter. So let's stop calling each other king and queen foolishness. And let's stop being, oh, you my brother, you my brother. Well, okay, if I'm suffering, will you come through for me? Am I only your brother when things are going well? Or am I your brother also when I'm better than you or when you are better than me? Do you forget about me? TPG is light skin, he doesn't matter. Hey, Prince King. Don't you call me that crap. Don't you call me that. Don't you call me that crap.
Yeah, TPG is the word. He said, Peach King, you better tell him, bro. So I got two questions. One for the ladies, one for the fellas. Fellas, get your thinking cap on because I'm going to come to the ladies first. Ladies, I just need all of you to give an honest answer, please, one at a time. What will it take for you to fall in love with your partner again? And for those that are in the comments, you can answer this question as well. This is for all you women. What would it take for you to fall in love with your partner again? I see consistency. Okay. He has to be solid out to God. Somebody said nothing. Jesus to come. Wow.
Become vulnerable. And selfishness. Be selfish. Be very selfish.
What do you mean be selfish?
Loving that person. Love them for who they are. Not picking and choosing what they can, like you said, provide for you.
This is what it's gonna take all y'all. Hey, this is not applicable.
Come on, let these ladies talk, fellas. Come on now, let these women talk. I want to hear what they got to say because they being a little passive right now.
Exactly. Are you offering a shot? Are you offering a shot?
For you to fall in love with your partner.
What would it take for you to fall in love with your partner again?
Okay, what happens if you never fell out?
Doesn't matter if you fell out.
Question.
It's not the question.
Stop screaming at me, D.
No, start listening.
That's not the.
You know better than that.
Hypothetical question, correct?
Listen, you can still be in love with somebody and listen. You know what the funny part is? You could be in love with your person, but see, once again, y'all not hearing the question. What would it take for you to fall in love with your partner again? Just because you loved them, but you never fell in love with them. So what would it take for you to fall in love with your partner again?
For him to choose me.
That's honest.
All right. Ma'am. Miss Roshi, what you got?
Somebody said not falling. All right, Fluffy. Understanding.
Yeah,
See
I
them
feel
happy,
like
healthy, and with me.
when it comes to falling in love again, I think it really depends on whether or not he is acknowledging, your needs and making a concerted effort to meet them. I mean, that looks different for many people, for probably everyone. And so I feel like if he's making a consistent effort to love you in the way you're asking to be loved, and I know we've been talking about transactional love or whatever, but I feel like that is what it is. That's what relationships are. You give to me, I give to you, and so if what I'm asking for is not enough for him to consistently show it, then the love won't grow again or be restored. I feel like when it comes to falling back in love with somebody, it only works if they're doing what you're asking them to do, if they're holding up their end of the bargain, based on what you're asking for. So that would be it. I'm asking him to be consistent. If that's in respect or communication or in, words of affirmation or whatever I'm asking him for, it's how I feel loved. If he can't do that, there's no chance that I'd fall back.
So you know what I'm learning right now listening to women, and the funny part is this.
Don't do it. Don't jump.
No, I'm about to do it. They got to get this work, bro.
Don't do it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Please don't.
No, I'm about to. Listen. I'm velvet. I'm black. I got.
Be quiet, D. Let him say it.
Let me tell you.
Shots fired.
Let me tell you what I get.
Yeah.
This and this is, like I said, this is my thoughts. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say. Yeah, women talk about how y'all want to be loved, y'all want to be loved, y'all want to be loved. But the saddest part that you're missing out on is something that I learned and listening to my wife, what she had told me. She said, I've learned to accept how you love me. That's the most non-selfish act in life. I've learned to accept how you love me. Not telling me how you.
Absolutely not.
No. Not telling me how you telling me how you want me to love you. But you accepted me how I love you. See, that's the biggest sacrifice you can make in a marriage and in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that
that's why I said
on one thing. That's what I said. I said sacrifice.
The situation is this. A man understands that you can only love me the way you know how to love me. I'd be a damn fool expecting you to go give me something that you did not come with.
And somebody said, how am I loving you wrong? You're accepting me. See, this is the problem that I have with women when they don't understand the whole concept of the word of a man loves you how he can love you. you're allowing me, which means you're being vulnerable enough to step out of your own way and stop thinking how you want to be loved and allowing me to love you the way that I can love you. And you accepting that love. It's a difference, because at the same time as a man, I'm accepting you the way that you love me without even complaining. Baby, I need you to love me like this. No, you loving me the way that you love me, I'm accepting it, because guess what? Because I made myself vulnerable enough to get out of my own way, get out of my own head to accept that love. Thank you, baby. I see how you love me. And I appreciate
and if your cup
it.
is not full, but if your cup's not full,
Why my cup got to be full? Here's the problem is this.
Why would you stay for that?
Because I don't need my cup full. Because if she loves me and I'm loving her, guess what we just did?
No, your cup needs to be full. Who's responsible for your cup?
No. Here's a better one, D. No. I'm gonna tell you about. Let me tell you about this cup. Let me tell you about this cup situation.
Who's responsible for
You're
your cup?
responsible for your own cup.
Okay.
So
there we go.
You are responsible for your own
There
cup.
we go.
But if the partner you're with, that
Now watch this. Now, guys, say that cup thing. I'm gonna break that whole cup situation down.
Who's responsible for your cup, bro?
No, I'm responsible for my cup, and she's responsible for her cup, right? But let me explain something to you about this whole situation when it comes to marriage. The problem is, when you guys keep pouring into each other's cup, you're not changing nothing. There's nothing new. I'm pouring the same stuff you're pouring back. So guess what I'm going to do? Let's get an empty cup and we both pouring it together. See, this is where people drop the ball. This is where you drop the ball, because you're too busy worrying about your cup. You're selfish. I'm not worrying about my cup. My cup is already full. I came with a full cup. She came with a full cup. Let's take our cups and pour into the same cup. Because if we pour it into the same cup, guess what? The blessings is bigger. It's going to overflow. Say it again.
Overflow.
Come on.
Now you're working on something greater than you. This is why I said what I said. Most of y'all who are single, stay single. Because you're a detriment to society.
Y'all, let me tell you something. I'm gonna be honest with some of y'all.
It's true.
Y'all learning from the y'all.
Absolutely are. Because here's the situation. Here's the situation. When you make demands for somebody to love you in a way that they're not capable or they didn't come with that thing of, it's foolishness. God himself does not require you to do things that you won't have in your wheelhouse. How in the hell do you, who is not giving life to nobody, who is not changing the direction, who is not handing out blessings, is going to make said requirement, and you run nothing in this world?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I got two more questions, then I got to slide because the clocks just came up. And baby, give me 6 minutes. 6 minutes. Okay, gentlemen, this for you fellas. Get your thinking caps on. Can two people rebuild the same love, or must they create a completely new one?
They have no choice. You're not going to recreate the same love. It has to go forward. Once you're in love, you're just in love. That's that. God's love is eternal.
I have a great answer. Standing in his love is different from falling in love. Falling in love is a temporary thing, while standing in love is continuous, right? God says, put on the full armor of God and stand firm. The falling in love nonsense, that's what we human beings come up with. And that's why we're always caught up, because we like to redefine words as if already have definitions. We want to, like, I think Donovan also said this too. You get a canvas that already has a painting on it. You want to repaint the damn painting that's already on there instead of getting a new canvas and paint what it is that you want to be painted. So that's why a lot of us are so damaged, man. We are damaged goods. And then
Say that again.
A lot of us are just damaged goods. And then we wonder why we can't keep a partner. Because I feel, I want. Okay, we all come up with this foolish love language, and then a man fit that love language, then, oh, it was his representative. But that's what you said you wanted. I'll land.
That's coming from a brown skin man. So I don't know.
So I got two other brothers. Come on, Ford. Come on, Hope. What's your thoughts on that?
I definitely think you gotta find the new love. Like, you can't keep on going back to the old things, the old ways of things. It's just not gonna work. It's just that simple.
I respect that, Brother Ford.
Yo, man, this is I love these type of conversations. there are 4 types of love. And this is why I said earlier, we don't really understand the words that we're saying based on the definitions that they have. We're mixing agape love, which is the unconditional love, with eros love, which is the romantic, intimate love. And then you have the philia love, which is brotherly love. And then you have storge love, which is like the family or friendship love. And we are cycling through what Stapa mentioned earlier about we're really in light or we're really in lust. So to the question, my perspective is every day, the Bible says his mercies are renewed every day, day by day. So to me, if I'm in love or I have love, I'm refreshing and renewing and reestablishing a new love every day. I'm choosing you every day out of the foundation of the love that I already have for myself. Love your neighbors as you love yourself. So a lot of people don't have love to give because they never had it for themselves, and this is why they're able to fall out of it. So for me to land my plane, I'm just saying we have to define the type of love we're expressing and understand what we're saying and understand that it requires, we're not God. Let me say this now, you. And y'all might disagree with me, even people who believe, have a biblical worldview, they might disagree with me. But we're not God to have unconditional love. And even in the Bible, the if and then statements is a conditional statement. If you love me, then you would X. You know what I'm saying? You would do this. You would keep my commandments. You will show it by your expression of love. So I think you need to rebuild it every day. You need to choose this person every day. I'm in love with you because I choose to, and I'm going to renew it every day. I'll yield there.
So today was, and I told my brother, I said, today I want to talk about something that we haven't spoke about, which is the word love. We haven't spoke about what love looks like, what love truly feels like, what love is, and how people look at it. And a lot of times people don't, we're at a point right now where we need to bring love back in relationships, in homes, in marriages. Yes, there will be a part 2. There's a whole nother, love is so much. So I have a question for people to take home today and something to think about. This is your Wednesday, this is your Wednesday question just for you and you only. You don't have to answer it on this platform, but this is just something I wanted to leave with everybody before they go. If you can go back to the moment you started losing each other, what would you have done differently? And would you still choose them today? Ask yourself that question. What would I do differently? Would I still choose the person that I'm with, or would I choose someone else? Because see, that's the point where you have to sit back and that's you mean taking accountability for things that I may have done in a relationship. We have a problem with ourselves, but we don't. I'm tired of talking about holding ourselves accountable. But at the end of the day, it's like I gotta start being blaming myself for my choices. I gotta start blaming myself for putting my heart, giving somebody my love who doesn't deserve it, who don't know how to receive it. I gotta be able to love correctly. And what does correct love looks like? There's so many things, so many questions that we have to ask ourselves when it comes to this I love you situation or being in love with someone. What does it truly look like? Me loving you, I can love you one way, but you can't expect every man to love you. Everybody, see, the problem I have with people is they want somebody to love them in their own certain way, but you're never going to find that. So this is why I say what I said. There's something that my wife said. She accepted me. She accepted my love. She accepted me for loving her the way that I can love her. Because I can't love her no way that she wants. I will never be the man. There will never be a man that's going to love you the way that you truly want to be loved. Because the moment you tell me how you want me to love you, I can do it, but that doesn't mean I love you.
Can we respond to this question?
No, that's a take-home question. That's something for you to respond to yourself. Something that you could think about.
We can't respond to it in class.
No, class is almost over, sister. It's a rhetorical question.
I'll give you the space.
Darn it. Class resumes with the red hats, though. We don't want to be here with the red hats.
You can come to my live. Yeah, you can have the floor.
Yeah, you can have the floor in D. Lawson's live. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, we as people, we just have to be careful, men and women, when it comes to talking about how you want somebody to love you. I need a man that's going to love me this way. I need a woman that's going to love me like this. We got to stop, because at the end of the day, you know what's going to happen? You're going to find yourself by yourself, and you're going to find yourself disgusted within yourself because you ain't going to know what love looks like because you're too busy worrying about somebody to love you.
Redbone, raise your right hand.
Y'all put your right hand up, please.
Just not raise it. There we go.
Yeah, just put your right hand up, as we always do on my live. First and foremost, before we go, I want to thank each and every person that came to the live today. Thank you for tapping. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for showing love. Thank you for your support. I truly appreciate it. Thank you for gifting the panel. Thank you for the gifts, which I really don't ask for. My main thing is just you guys that's coming to the live, because you in the comments are the ones that make this live possible. Us up on the platform, we're just here for you guys. But I'm here because if there is no me without you guys, so I truly appreciate y'all. But anyway, we're going to wrap this up real quick because I don't want to get in trouble. So as we always say, may the love of the Lord be with us all until we meet again. In Jesus' name, amen. Ladies and gentlemen, fellas.
Benediction. There we go.
So to my brothers, the four that's here, Friday.
Oh my gosh.
Bring your bats. Bring your bats and come with your red hats. Because it's Red Hat Friday, baby. So if you ain't got no red hat. It's green hat? I got green on today, bro.
Yeah, that's what I told you. So you got the wrong hat on.
Stop ain't got a green one. He got a blue one.
Yeah, but he's pulling out the green one for Friday.
Well, why you ain't saying nothing? Why you ain't saying nothing earlier? I would have went.
He said a week ago.
No, but you can have my hat.
No, I don't wear Philly hats. So you're trying to poison my cranium. She tried to put me with a Philly hat. Girl, you know what? Don't get pecked.
They are brutal.
We going red because I'm choosing violence. All right.
Still be violent the green hat.
Okay, so we doing green. So we going back to green. Okay, so this is a green week.
It's green. It still be violent.
Green Friday. Make sure Donovan knows that it's Green Friday, so that way he understands.
I think he does know.
Hey, my cranium is too large for hats, bro.
It's all right. Just get a green bandana.
Yeah, my cranium don't work with the locks. The actual circumference.
Hey, man, they actually make like
do hats right now.
They make snapbacks.
You gotta get the one that Gilly be last one, or you can just leave it open.
Yo, he said the one that Gilly. Heck, now that helmet is crazy, son.
You gotta get that Gilly hat.
Yo, Gilly helmet is crazy.
When I go back low, I'm cutting these off. When I go back low, I'll be back.
I just want to say this though. To be honest, man, we gotta come back. Like my whole thing of this live was I want to bring love back to the conversations and relationships. Instead of the same thing, the expectations, what a man should be doing, what a woman should be doing. No, we should be loving each other. That's the most important part. Everything else has nothing to do with a relationship. It doesn't. You're putting yourself in a situationship because there's so many situations that you want, but you just love is the most important thing.
Like we love rain so much, we're gonna end this live because her
Correct.
husband got clocks.
Yep. I already seen the clocks. And first of all, I'm gonna tell you right now, y'all not keep me up here because y'all don't live here. I do. Y'all ain't got to deal with her little self.
Well, I've been saying go home.
I got to deal with the 5-foot assassin, not y'all.